one day it was gonna happen, but she never told me when. She told me it would happen when I was much older. Wish it would have happened then. I told you one day it was gonna happen, but she never told me when. She told me it would happen when I was much older. Wish it would have happened then.
Sometimes I be waking up behind them saying, why me, Lord? Folks thinking I'ma die soon. I just tell them keep seeking. But when they sleeping, I be concealed up in my room, knowing that it could happen. I'm just trying to maintain because the future is untold. Till the static unfolds, if the good die young, please die, let a bad boy die old. Do you think I wanna lie cold? Or better yet, having shots come close to the head? Shirt soaked till it's red. The most that was said was that my homies had a toast to the dead. Do I need to pack a vest for stress so I can rest? Cause even though I'm blessed in my flesh, it all came down to a test. A motherfucker wanna go and put a tattoo on my chest. Now I'm caught up in the mix and I can't do shit, but still I can't ride with the program. Fearing no man hit the corridor, let the door slam. It's a blessing that he has slow hands, but he's still right behind me. All these heartless fools are steady coming after my pee. So many phony niggas love and hate Sean. So many shady niggas come after my cheese. Is it my call up for losing? Or we all for the choosing? Or is it all in confusion? Better yet, all in illusion. Shots rang through the hall, bullets cruising for bruising. Don't let this heartless bastard take my life away. I don't want to conceive taking his either. Dipped it to the back and took a breather. Heard steps steady getting closer with the bullet skeezer. Gotta do something. I ain't scared to go, but yet my heart is steady pumping for something. I refuse to be the one that he's dumping. Gotta get away before the text start gunning. Body start jumping. Breaking my brain up to try to understand. And which thing? Is it cause I'm a rich man? Or is he trying to put a brother down in the dirt like quicksand? But no matter the reason, I don't want to stop breathing. There's dreams to fulfill still. Can't compete with still kill. Face to face with the enemy, still grill. Give me for the pain I've caused and the sins I committed. Even though I'm not hoping to go. I wish someone would open the door. This man's holding the trigger and his feelings said he choking it slow. Is this the end?
I told you one day it was gonna happen, but she never told me when. She told me it would happen when I was much older. Wish it would have happened then.
Did I just see a tech jam? Now someone let me make my maneuver. Hit the alley swordsman in a Land Cruiser. In his hand was a Ruger. Living a Lex like Luger. Heard shots from a steel bruiser. Teflon in the seat, took a pale stress. Felt the hate on my chest as I placed on my vest. What's wrong with the brakes in the LX? Ran straight into a light pole. Just before I got my life stole, a car came to the rescue. I bailed in and said, bless you. But what made me the man who would want to show help to? I proceeded to ask him, and he said with a passion,
I can never watch a soul die. Push you the man, and you too fly. Well, who are you? The pimp nigga named Twister from the cold shy. When the sunshine, gotta keep one eye. Nigga, I've been shot at it so long. No protection for one time, only call for one crime. So I asked the father what I did so wrong. Cause shit, it's been hard for me besides sheep and the smell of sweet fumes when the beat boom. Motherfucker steady ball, little steady ball. Writing detours, hoping if my feet soon. So I just breathe soon. Deep into the rhymes of a rapper. Prepare my mind for the capture. Thinking genuine like a bachelor. But why these niggas wanna make us intertwine with the rapture? Eager for this person up. Don't even hurt the clutch cause he's cold-blooded and merciless. Steady busting shots of both the bus with the strap close to us. Then for survival we broke the bus. Pouring dollars get to roast the crush. But they steady getting closer. Paranoid like a crack fiend when it got seen. Scream when the bullet hit me in the shoulder. Don't wanna die till I get older. Try to visualize the beholder. He's inconceivable, so now my sight is getting dark a lot. Let's step off up in this parking lot with them dogs bark a lot and try to wait until it's market hot. That can make a person fight and surviving. Good or conniving. You never know when it's your time to leave. Smoking weed to keep my mind at ease. Let's go back to the car, but wait, I can't find the keys, plus we didn't chill long enough. The footsteps are coming close. Is it one of them unholy men with the strap ready to boldly sing? Mama told me you was coming, but I wish you would have told me when. Is this the end?
Once again, I'm here in another nigga's place. I'm on another nigga's stage, about to get in another raggedy heroin addict bitch face. And y'all about to love me for this. Y'all about to love me for this, man. All right, come on, man. I'm the king of capping. But before we get into this commentary, I want to give y'all a chance so that y'all can really have all three sides of the argument. So this is the crack pot. This is a little video that she did.
But it's only so many prayers I can do before I whoop that ass.
The moment that this stuff happened, he could have just said, I did some wrong, and I ain't been right in this. So look, you know, this is what I'm willing to, this is the plea deal that I'm willing to accept, you know, and he would have still been able to have some part of his money. You know, he could have just copped to it, and, you know, that would have been that. And he would almost be out. But, you know, even to this day, he's been in jail for almost 4 years. And, you know, when these phone calls are coming out about, oh, send these letters off, well, there's a footnote in the motion about that computer that says it's a banner on there that says you have no rights to privacy. You should not expect privacy on this machine. So if he was able to read, then he probably would have saw that and he would know that he's doing an effort that's all in vain. But, you know, I don't expect everybody's thinking to be evolved. Like, we can't just be living off of emotions and they did wrong and this is so wrong. And, you know, when I talk to people, I'm speaking to them as a professional in cybersecurity, bachelor's degree, what Western Governors Union did this for the almost 20 years of my life. And I'm trying to tell people from experience that I know what I'm talking about. People from the BOP called me earlier and said she didn't break the law. She just violated the BOP policy. So it's, you know, that stuff, it don't go.
When your penis doesn't work, it means blood cannot circulate. So if the blood can't circulate to his dick, the blood also cannot circulate to his brain, which means he's impaired mentally, and he's speaking from a mental deficit. You can't expect privacy is not the same as...
Let me stop it right there, man. Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? 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 Once again, man, we got somebody over here who wants to talk about, oh, you know, if your dick don't get hard, some can't float to your head, this, that, and the third. But Sharon Wincap, she got an awful lot of medical recommendations. We ain't seen no school. We still ain't figured out what college she went to. You know, she got all of these medical recommendations. You got video on top of video going all the way back until the late 1990s, where she's giving out all these medical recommendations, but we have yet to figure out what trade school does she go to, what teaching hospital did she go to. She called herself a nutritionist. She got the nerve to sit up in here and call bitches Miss Piggy this and Miss Piggy that. But the bitch can't even complete a sentence without sitting over there gasping for air. I mean, goddamn. Listen, I got something for Sharon Winbush. I'm gonna show it to y'all. I'm about to do this whole live stream with this motherfucking oxygen tank right here. Sharon Winbush, I got an oxygen tank for you, you fat bitch. I got an oxygen tank, bitch. This is a peace offer, you fat asshole. This is an oxygen tank. Bitch, complete a sentence without all that motherfucking nasally gasping for air shit that you sitting out here doing, bitch. This bitch is godly. Bitch, complete a full fucking sentence. She got all these medical recommendations, but if you knew so much medicine, why can't you save yourself from being a fat bitch? What do I mean? What do I mean? Y'all want to know, y'all want to see once again what Sharon Winbush looks like. I'm finna show it to you. Oh, hold on. Now let me bring my shit over here. Y'all, if y'all want to know and y'all want to see what this bitch looks like. Here it go. Now, this bitch don't come out in front of the camera because she's embarrassed about how she looks. She's embarrassed about how she looks, y'all. But it was a Sharon Winbush sighting. there was a Sharon Wincap sighting. Here it go. This fat bitch that's coming into the frame right now, this fat ass bitch that's coming into the frame right now, this is Sharon Winbush. Now, my question is, how you gonna be a nutritionist, bitch, and you built like a brick house? Sharon Wincap out in this motherfucker shaped like a 3-room bungalow. And she got the nerve to talk about people. She got the nerve to talk about people. How you gonna be a nutritionist and you fat as fuck? The two don't go together. Y'all see how wide this bitch is? Let me rewind this. This Sharon Wincap. This is Sharon Wincap, folks. Now, I'm about to cut on a little bit of music because the bitch is so motherfucking wide. She got a wobble when she walks. The bitch is so wide, she got a wobble when the fuck she walk. We gonna rewind it. She wobbling when she walk. She got a wobble when the fuck she walk, but she got everything to say about folks. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Let me put the oxygen tank right here for the bitch. Let me make sure my camera got the goddamn oxygen tank for this fat, out of shape, hungry hippo bitch. This is a peace offering for you. You see, the cap is still on her, Sharon Winbush. We come in peace. We come in peace. We got an oxygen tank for you, fat bitch. We got an oxygen tank for you. Can't complete a sentence without gasping for air. You all nasally and shit because you didn't let yourself go to nothing. Bitch, you done aged like milk. You all pudgy and wobbly and shit like that, bitch. And you got the nerve to talk about everybody on the YouTube streets. Bitch, do R. Kelly know what the fuck you look like? Do he know what the fuck you look like? But the question of the day is she a heroine or is she on heroin? Is she a heroine or is she on heroin? By the end of today, y'all gonna have the answer. by the end of today, y'all gonna have the answer. Now, let's go back to this commentary she likes to put on folks. But before we go back to the commentary, this person right here in the brown pea coat, this is Sharon Winbush, all right? And this is the reason that she does not show her face. This is the reason she doesn't show her face, man. This is the father, Steve Winbush's funeral, okay? Now scrap all that. Now this person that went around here from YouTube show to YouTube show to YouTube show. And when this first started, she had the power to really affect change. Time after time, case after case. What happened with Sharon Winbush? Time after time, case after case, what happened to her? When it came time for people to really sit there and digest her and start taking her seriously, they fell off. They found some information. They started doing their due diligence, man. They started doing their due diligence. Now, she has a problem with me talking about a pimp who was convicted of trafficking minors across state lines, pimping out 14, 15-year-old bitches, and doing other forms of nefarious shit. Now, she don't really have much to add. She don't have much to add to what's being said, what went on. But did she ever tell the people? Let me ask you, Galatians, Darlene April, Sugar Baby, she's still up here. The folks in the bushes. Did she ever reveal to y'all why she stopped working for R. Kelly? She comes on here, she says this, she says that. Did she ever tell y'all why she started working for R. Kelly? I'll wait till I get some folks that respond to me. Did she ever tell y'all why she started working for R. Kelly in the 90s? Did she ever tell y'all why she only got one story about Sparkle and the see-through, wearing see-through clothes and stuff? Did she ever tell y'all why she quit working her Claudine? A few more people? I mean, I see 50 people up in here, man. I only see 2 responses, man. Y'all, I don't give a fuck, man. Go over there on y'all burner accounts. Everybody who don't want to be seen in the chat, go over to your fake ass account, bitch, and bring this motherfucker in the chat. Go over to your fake account. I don't give a fuck. We got all day for this. We got all day for it. This right here is an oxygen tank. This right here is an oxygen tank for Sharon the fuck Winbush. Sharon Winbush, this is an oxygen tank for you. Okay? This is an oxygen tank. Don't worry, man. We did this story last night. Or whatever. I gave the people an exclusive. But for those of y'all who ain't missing, who ain't catch it, before I took it down, we finna go there. I only see 3 people who done responded, and it's several people in the chat, man. Or y'all liking the video, have y'all subscribed, have y'all shared it out. Or you liking it, or you subscribing, have you shared it out. I mean, come on. Have y'all, come on, man. Do y'all know why she left? Fuck it, we gonna get off into it. The reason why come she left, let me bring this up. The reason why she left, and some of y'all are watching it on y'all phones, so I'm going to blow it up to where you can see it on the phone. The reason why come she left is because she was in R. Kelly's house stealing. All right, she got fired for being a thief. She was fired for being a thief. Okay? She was fired for stealing. Does that make sense? Now, she tossed a bunch of cash money, bunch of heavy shit. She was stealing all types of shit out the house. Okay? She was stealing all types of shit. What specifically did she steal? I didn't get off into that because my question was not what was stolen. It was the fact that she was stealing. And when you look right here, you see what? You see the retail theft display merchant. Okay? You see this right here? Whose name is that? Boom. There you go. All right. She's a thief. She's a thief. Now, for somebody who's sitting over here on this internet talking as heavy as she talked, you would assume that this is a person who's not over here getting popped for stealing. Okay? But these ain't the only crimes that she does. These ain't the only crimes that gets done. Okay? These ain't the only crimes that get done. Because if you really want to know who Sharon Winbush is, yeah, if you searching for it, you're not going to find much under her given name. But when you go over here under her pappy's name, then you find out where she been hiding this criminal behavior. So, as I said in the title of the video, is she a heroine or is she on heroin? Is she a heroine or is she on heroin? Is she a heroine or is she on heroin? That's why they don't want you to see what she actually looks like. She don't want you to see what she actually look like. And it's not uncommon for a heroin addict to have a whole bunch of weight on like that. So is she a heroine or is she on heroin? That's why come you get this nasally, groggy ass sound and shit like that. She be spaced out. She spaced out. She be gone. Quit fucking your veins up, Sharon Winbush. Quit fucking your veins up, Sharon Winbush. But once you start looking at it, man, you look at theft, possession. You know what I'm saying? You find controlled substance, manufacturing. Oh, come on, man. Retail theft, forgery, altering documents, retail theft, financial ID theft, theft unauthorized shit, ID age theft. Come on, man. This is who she is. This is who she is. Attempting deceptive practices. attempting deceptive practices, like saying that you're a nutritionist. You want to sit on the internet and say, oh, you got liver lips. Oh, your dick don't work. Babe, I don't wobble when I walk. I don't wobble when I walk. I don't wobble when I walk. Oh, this stuff date all the way back to the 80s, man. This shit date all the way back to the 80s, man. This shit date all the way back to the 80s, man. Well, you want to know who the fuck that this person is? This is who Sharon Winbush really is. Okay? This is who the fuck she really is, man. Okay? Now, when you look at this, let me see this right here. Attempting deceptive practices. Attempting deceptive practices. Can y'all still see that over here in the corner? Now, have we seen this on the YouTube streets? Have we seen her attempting to do deceptive shit? Yes, we have. Like coming out saying, I'm the only one authorized to speak for R. Kelly. Bitch, you's a crackpot. You's a crackpot and a crackhead. No, they say they can't see it, it's blurry. She's a crackpot and a crackhead. A crackpot and a crackhead. Do a video without sitting over there. This idiot lip biscuit. Bitch, we got oxygen for you, bitch. We got oxygen for you. She said that. This is what they said in the chat. Trent, she said Dubosky sabotage RSK case. The little bitch stay on Martino. Stop talking in the first person, dog head. Stop talking in first person, dog head. She stay on this shit. She stay on the bullshit. Okay? She stay on this shit. The bitch killed her father, but they don't never talk about that. She killed her father.
That's right. This is Jay-Z's company.
There you go.
She killed her father. Killed her father. There you go. Life insurance. Bitch killed her father. But she don't want to talk about that. She's a scammer from way back. She's a scammer from way back. A scammer from way back. This is who the fuck she is, man. And I'm going to sit right here with this oxygen tank this whole live tonight. Because I'm tired of this bitch. I'm tired of it. But we're gonna spin the block. Let's go back. Let's keep the main thing, because we will not be moved, man. Let's go back and listen to the rest of what she has to say.
We're going to use this information to tamper with witnesses in your case, flip your witnesses, and influence the outcome of your trial. You can't expect privacy with these jail records. These jail records are not confidential, means other people will see them. It doesn't say we're going to pass it to a blogger, they're going to air it all over the internet, and it will be used to influence federal witnesses in your trial and influence the outcome of your trial. That's where the law was broken. And if it were just... Why didn't Limp Bizkit go live when Jennifer Bonjean and the Bonjean Law Group said they support the writing of letters. They support.
Why is she breathing like this when she's sitting down? Whining Limp Bizkit. Go live. When Monjean tweeting at home. Bitch, she represents R. Kelly. He wants to put this shit out there. But in a second, I'm going to get to that. But we don't need to rush this. I'm about to paste this thing on out. But I'm going to answer this for you. Listen to the breathing, dog. Listen to the breathing. Listen to the breathing.
And influence the outcome of your trial. That's where the law was broken. And if it were just...
When they say the law was broken, all of these people keep on running with this narrative. The law was broken. Go and email these letters out. But nobody ever say what law got broken. What law got broken, Sharon Winbush? Please let us know. Because we won't know, bitch. Y'all keep saying the law got broken. What law? What law?
Why didn't Limp Bizkit go live when Jennifer Bonjean and the Bonjean Law Group said they support the writing of letters? They support Robert's right to speak out against the injustice. Why didn't he go live with a panel, including the federal informant, to talk on that? Why does...
Now, she want me to go live because Jennifer Bonjean said that people can put out these motherfucking letters. Why am I gonna go live about that shit, bitch? You can tweet, you can send the letters in. It's not gonna do anything. It was already an investigation carried out. For all y'all people that keep on saying that these letters is gonna do something, what the fuck is it gonna do? How is it gonna start another investigation when another investigation is already done? Let me know, Sharon Winbush. I went live with Jennifer Bonjean, specifically called you out by name, said she don't know you, fat bitch. Why the fuck is you sitting over here capping for all of the people? Somebody let us know. Why the fuck you over here talking about that you picking lawyers? And the man's lawyer had to specifically come out and say he don't know you, bitch. Why is that? Why did she have to specifically call you out by your motherfucking name, bitch? Why is that? Why the fuck? Or you sitting down and you out of breath? Why the fuck did you let all that heroin go and eat your nose up to the point where you done had the longest running sinus infection since the R. Kelly shit that started? Why do your fat ass sit up in here and employ these fraudulent and deceptive practices talking about you picking lawyers? Somebody let me know. You was a fraud back in 1989 and you a fraud in 2022. And I put that on my mama.
Doesn't he speak out on how this helps Robert? Instead of focusing on how this was not a big deal, why doesn't he research the fact that the Bureau of Prisons would not have contacted the Office of Inspector General within the Department of Justice? They would not have done a full-fledged investigation, and they certainly would not have had an affidavit to seize. They would not have had an affidavit to seize computers. They would not have sealed it. The Sun-Times wouldn't have covered it. The Tribune would not have covered it. The Daily Mail wouldn't have covered it if it were not a big deal. And it wouldn't be such a secret process. So the fact that numbnuts would like us to believe this was just a violation of company policy. The warden.
Now, quite literally, Sharon Winbush been talking about my dick for about 3-4 weeks. Bitch, If you want some Dino, if you want some of this Dino, bitch, just holler at me. Bitch, I'm handsome, so send my ransom, bitch. I'm handsome, so send my ransom, bitch. But I'm gonna make you pay like you weigh. Sharon Winbush. Sharon Winbush. I'm gonna make you pay like you weigh. Big bitches hate my thing, bitch. But as long as you paying what you weigh, bitch, I'm handsome, so send my motherfucking ransom, bitch. You been talking about my dick for the last 3-4 weeks. I'm handsome, so send my ransom. Drop that in the chat. WinCap. I'm handsome, so send my ransom, bitch. Pay like you weigh. That means you gonna owe me about 600. Pay like you weigh, bitch. Pay like you weigh. I'm handsome, send that motherfucking ransom, man. But back to the commentary.
Himself did not contact her office manager or human resources. The warden reached out to the Office of Inspector General within the Department of Justice, who assigned a special agent to investigate. They did an affidavit for a search warrant, sealed it, seized the computer, and then did a 22-page report. They put in man hours, they put in time, they put in money. The warden contacted the Office of Inspector General within the Department of Justice. They did an affidavit for a search warrant. They did an investigation. They sealed the documents, and major news publications in Chicago covered it. And they refused to give Robert's lawyers information on it. Says it absolutely is a big fucking deal. The only question is, why do you want Robert to not speak on it? Who's the battery in your back? Who's paying you?
You know, when these phone calls are coming out about, oh, send these letters off, well, there's a footnote in the motion about that computer that says it's a banner on there that says you have no rights to privacy. You should not expect privacy on this machine. So if he was able to read, then he probably would have saw that and he would know that he's doing an effort that's all in vain. But, you know, I don't expect everybody's thinking to be evolved. People from the BOP called me earlier and said she didn't break the law. She just violated the BOP policy. So,
no, numbnuts. This was not just a violation of company policy.
She keep on referring to it as a company, bitch. It's a bureau. It's an agency. An agency. And you overweight bitch. Let's get one thing straight off the motherfucking flip. These are not the words of Trent. These is not the words of Limp Bizkit. What this is, you out of shape, erratic bitch. These are the words of the Bureau of Prisons. Okay? This is the word of the Bureau of Prisons. It's an internal order. Now, you're going to push this shit up the tree. Who are you going to send it up to? What's going to be done? And she still failed to address how the fuck this essentially is going to free the man. Now, after this gets done, we're going to get into some more commentary. But let's go.
The behavior of the warden, the behavior of the special agent within the Office of Inspector General, the behavior of the judge with the affidavit, sealing the documents, and the behavior of the Department of Justice all tells us this was way more than a violation of policy.
He shouldn't be talking at all. I would just shut the fuck up. Right. I think he should just shut the fuck up.
How does this show us this was way more than just a violation of company policy? Now, I really don't want to do this, I really don't want to do this, but I really don't want to do this, but I'm finna do it. I'm finna do it. I really don't want to do it, but shit, I'm finna do it. Okay. Let's go over here. Let's go to this other video. Let me know if y'all can hear this.
Second, let's talk about restricted. Restricted. That means you don't tamper with it. You don't mess with it. You don't leak it.
You are welcome again to another episode of HN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show where we discuss concerning issues with concerned people like you. We are keeping it R. Kelly. Real name, Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. While one would expect the government to know better than to tamper with witnesses before and during a trial process, the federal government prosecutors, blinded by their relentless desire to imprison the R&B King for the rest of his life, chose to break the very laws they are trained to keep, and take a chance at having someone illegally access his phone calls and emails while he was detained at the Chicago MCC, and to later share them with a renowned blogger who goes by the name Tasha K to be used to convince now ex-girlfriend Azriel Clary to testify against him. This information is usually accessible considering the BOP officers are allowed to listen in for security reasons, but to retrieve any of this material to be used in court requires a warrant issued by a federal judge. However, sharing this information with third parties such as media personnel and bloggers is not acceptable. The reason it is regarded restricted information. It breaks the law to disseminate such information into the public domain, and most especially to share this restricted information with potential witnesses on the case whether before or after the trial. Sharing such material with witnesses before trial could easily tantamount to witness tampering for as long as the act results in a shift of the witness opinion with regard to the case. In the case against R. Kelly, according to Tasha K's confessions, she shared these call records with the New York trial government principal witness to trigger a sudden shift of goalposts that saw her opt to testify against R. Kelly rather than for him, and this affected his case negatively as a result of Azriel's uncontrolled anger. R. Kelly has time and again tried to explain how all these events were a recipe of witness tampering.
Now, let me stop the commentary right there. Were y'all able to hear that? Please write yes in the chat if y'all was able to hear that thus far. Were y'all able to hear that video? Were y'all able to hear that? Let me stop it right there. If y'all were able to hear that video, which I'm going to assume that y'all were, Azriel was a part of the case from jump. So when they said it tantamounted and it changed and it flipped her opinion, that bitch was a double agent. She was a double agent. And R. Kelly went against the advice of his own attorney, Steve Greenberg, and his friend, Don Russell, which was send them girls home, Rob. Man, but I love them. I love them. I love them, brother. I love them. This is my girlfriend. If Larry Flint can do it, why can't I? Larry Flint was dead, nigga. He was dead. Okay, he was dead. If Larry Flint and Playboy was still operating the same way that they used to operate, they ass would have been a part of the Me Too shit now. It's a different time. It's a different time. Azriel was a part of the case from jump. She was playing him. She was playing him. Now, I would expect Sharon Wincap to know that the bitch is playing him. She come from pimp and whole culture. She wants y'all to sit up in here and listen to a pimp and gorgeous Dre. She sits up in here. She makes videos and commentaries about Sinful P. She has a fascination with the pimping. Okay? She has a fascination with the pimp. And then when you look at her background, forgery, deceptive, I'm going to deduce at some point in her life, she was probably selling pussy. It is what it is. But she knows, and she's sitting up in here intentionally deceiving people since 1989, by the way. She's out here deceiving people, trying to make them think that these letters are the reason why come the girl flipped. The girl was on the verge anyway. Okay? She was on the verge anyway. So what are you talking about? Well, let's continue this commentary.
Tampering, something to which the government and their prison's counterparts have given a deaf ear and pretended not to understand the legal implications, prompting Robert to transform into a teacher of the law, as you will discover when you listen to the audio we are yet to play. According to R. Kelly's detailed explanation of the illegalities involved in these events, the actors committed a criminal offense that is punishable by law, and that's witness tampering of the highest order. He begins by explaining what the term restricted information means. The moment certain records are regarded restricted, it means this information is protected by the state privacy regulations or by confidentiality agreements, and illegal access to such information would attract consequences such as jail time for the perpetrators. R. Kelly also goes on to explain who a key witness is and states that this is the witness among the many who the government prosecution is banking on to bring the smoking gun testimony that will win the jury over in their case. The target was to win the key witness over by getting them to listen to what was supposed to be R. Kelly's restricted phone calls, and to read his emails in order to win them over to the other side. Listen to R. Kelly speak on this matter in a phone conversation from inside the MCC.
It's not just about R. Kelly. It's not just about, well, it is about me because I'm the one talking about it, but I'm not supposed to find out 3 weeks before a verdict that, oh, by the way, somebody leaked your information. Well, first of all, the search warrant was done in 2019 or 2020. It was reported in 2019. Which means everybody that it was reported to knew about it, including prosecutors. Everybody knew about it. It's not going to get reported to just one person like or DOJ, or it's not going to get just reported to Internal Affairs or just BOP. Once the BOP got it, Internal Affairs got it, and DOJ got it. Prosecutors got it. So this means everybody knew about it in 2019. I wasn't informed until 2021, 3 weeks before my verdict.
This was national. This was a national story. It was a national story. It was a national story. This was a national story in 2019, 2020. This was a national story. It was a national story, man. And so, with it being a national story, it's the job of your attorneys to tell you this. It's the job of his attorneys to tell him that. Now, since we are specifically talking about the New York case, why didn't his attorneys inform him of this? Ann Donnelly did a Curcio hearing, and in the Curcio hearing, she said that by continuing with Nicole Blank Becker, you know that you will not be able to appeal this for ineffective counsel. By continuing with Nicole Blank Becker, you will not be allowed to appeal this on the grounds of ineffective counsel. The Chicago Sun, the Chicago Tribune reports on this. Okay? The Chicago Tribune reports on this. The Chicago Tribune reports on this. After they report on this, it's posted in the newspaper. And he said, hey, I ain't find out about this until weeks before my trial. Well, if the warden of the prison that you at contacts the Department of Justice to do an investigation, how is it that you don't know?
Which I feel in my heart that I should even went to trial until this was a full investigation because of what happened. That people can say, yeah, well, that has nothing to do with us. That's the BOP. No, it's all law. It's all connected.
Bro, do y'all know how you have a boxer that after a while they'll get punch drunk? You know what I'm saying? You done been hit so much, you just punch drunk. The man is punch drunk, man. I should not have gone to trial until the investigation was over. The investigation had already been completed. People don't want to accept things for what they are. How does that change the fact that Don Russell called in a bomb threat? How does this change the fact that Don Russell called in a bomb threat? Don Russell is somebody where when R. Kelly got initially arrested in 2019, leaving his studio in Chicago, Don Russell was out there speaking as his manager. This is the same person that called in a bomb threat to the surviving R. Kelly premiere. So how do these emails change that which predated all of this? And that is part of the witness intimidation that was used here. So you coming in with weak angles on how to pick this stuff off, how does this help? This is just trying anything, hoping that something stick. But you're being sent off, man, but continue.
You know, because I have a federal case, but I'm being held at the BOP. So these are the things that keeps me up all night, that's worrying me and bothering me, because there are questions unanswered and they're continuing to go unanswered. And now here it is, 2023, and I still don't have a full closing of the investigation. What happened? If a BOP officer was investigated, found that she was doing criminal act, Tasha K, then how come Tasha K wasn't investigated?
Tasha K was investigated. That's not true. Tasha K was investigated. In the report, it says that they found during the course of the investigation that it was not illegal because no money had been exchanged for it. Now, people want to come out and attack me. They want to come out and attack me. They got so much to say about me because I know how to read. Sharon the crackpot Winbush does not sit here and read. She sits up and listens to YouTube videos all day, and this bitch wants me to do her work. Why didn't numbnuts go live and talk about this? Bitch, stop studying lies and read the fucking case for yourself, you weird crackpot bitch. Get you some of this oxygen, because she's sitting over there talking about if blood can't flow to my dick, it can't flow to my brain. Baby girl, listen, I done fucked about 7 times this week. Ain't used Viagra not one motherfucking time. Baby, my blood is flowing good. But the way that your ass is out of breath, bitch, your blood not flowing right, because it's not carrying no oxygen to your motherfucking lungs. That's why you sitting over here, why didn't numbnuts go and read this and do a live so that I can have some commentary on my pathetic ass channel? I was getting 200,000 views at one point. Now don't nobody give a fuck about me. Bitch, shut up. Continue.
Those are things you want. Those are things you want to know. I said those are things that you want to know.
Exactly. This happened to me.
This call is from a federal prison.
Look, man, my private information, restricted information, is just as important as any other information when it comes to the courts. You know, my investigation, the things that happened to me, is just important as the investigation they did on me. This is me. I'm a human being too. I have rights as well. If something is done against me in here, if you know, I have rights to that. I have rights to say, hey, look, these crimes was committed against me. What are you guys doing about it? And I can't have a crime committed against me in here, and then a full investigation is done, and then you don't disclose it to me or let me know what happened. I mean, John Louse Jr. made an announcement in the paper, the Sun Times, agreeing that BOP officer A, which is what he called her, illegally, you know, accessed my records, my email, my phone calls. Not only that, she did it 153 times within a 6-month period back in 2019. This is when all my stuff was being leaked. This is when my girlfriend came to the visit me, and she was very pissed off at me because she said she had read my emails to somebody else. She said she knew about me putting money behind the couch and all of this stuff. She was very, very mad. Embarrassed me down there in the visiting room.
Wow.
But anyway, she left, and that was the last I seen of her. And the next thing you know, she turned on me.
Listen to that, man. Essentially, this man is calling from radio station to YouTube blogger to YouTube blogger to say my ex-girlfriend got mad at me because I was deceiving her. My ex-girlfriend read my emails, found out I was deceiving her, and she got mad. Have you ever been lied to? Has anybody out there? I'm talking to the people. I don't care if you're in the bushes. I don't care if you're in the bushes or whatever. If you found out that you was being deceived, wouldn't you be mad? None of this shit addresses why the fuck was you deceiving the girl in the first fucking place? God, leave. They leaked my emails. Okay? If it ain't nothing to hide, then why the fuck are you tripping off the emails in the first place? Why were you deceiving the bitch in the first place? But when you actually take the time to read the indictment, all through the indictment, damn near every charge, it read the same verbiage. You know, hey, basically that these chicks, they was deceived into thinking that they would become superstars and all of this stuff, and it was a bunch of games being played. So now this person then went to jail, sat in jail for 3-4 years, and still is like, well, why come the government ain't let me continue deceiving these bitches? That was the premise of the government's case against him. But Sharon Winbush is supposed to be over here and saying that she's for him. And how can you be for a man when you not telling him, well, hey, Rob, we could do this, bro, but the basis of their case against you was that you were deceiving these girls and enticing them with superstardom, with the promise of fame, to do these devious sexual acts. That's what the indictment said. Okay? And so this right here, when folks want to say, oh, you a flip-flopper, you are against R. Kelly himself just told you he was guilty of what the government charged him with. He just told you right there, if you listening, he just told you out of his own mouth He's guilty of what the government charged him with. The girl got mad that she got deceived. But you got all of these folks who supposed to be supporters. Man, your real friends don't tell you what you want to hear. They tell you what you need to know. They tell you what you need to know. She definitely wanted to be wifey, but that wasn't the case. Now all of a sudden he's the bad guy. One, okay. Shell B, let me ask you this. She wanted to be wifey, but that wasn't the case. Okay, now, we saw a Gayle King interview in 2019. When we see the Gayle King interview in 2019, R. Kelly says we are a happy family. I got girlfriends. Now, after Azriel, Bin Laden's the whole shit, to use a generic term from Power Book 3 or Power Book 4 of Force. So lying to a bitch is a crime. Oh my God. This is somebody who did not read the indictment right here. This is somebody who did not read the indictment. All through the indictment. And can somebody please email me? Can somebody please email me? Because I got it, but I don't feel like looking at I don't feel like going through my emails and finding the indictment again. Can somebody please email me? My email address is in the banner right here. Email me a copy of the indictment. The indictment repeatedly goes around and around and around and around and around. He lured, he incentivized, had handlers, had people who would go in, they would book flights to fly the folks in. When they got flew in, they were promised, enticed, and lured with the promise of more to come. That they would be superstars, they would get home, they would be in the industry. That's what the fuck the indictment says. So instead of trying to pick the shit apart, you got to argue about the whole fucking case and this is what Doug Anton and Steve Greenberg were trying to argue. So when you go through, I want to say July 2019, August 2019, if you go and read some of the initial arguments, and you heard Steve Greenberg say it, he said, this is an abuse of the RICO law. Because essentially you are going in and charging him for being R. Kelly. You making it a crime for normal relationship shit. Okay? You're making it a crime for normal relationship shit. People get emotional and throw all of the logic out of the window. People throw the logic completely out the window. They throw all of the logic out the window. Folks just get fed up and people get emotional. And they like, oh, we're going to keep raising hell until they let him out the BOP. That's not the case. People over here running with these emails, and people never explained to the man what he was actually charged with. Folks did not explain to him what he was actually being charged with. So to pick this one point out, to pick out these emails, it's bigger fucking fish to fry, man. I'm going to continue this commentary, though.
And that's how their relationship ended. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying, and that's how that relationship ended. Okay.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was out of nowhere because she was actually visiting me for those 6 months I had been incarcerated. Sending letters, pictures, and, you know, the whole nine, and love and the whole nine. Emails, beautiful emails and the whole nine. But out of nowhere, it just like water turned off. And it was like weird. And I had known her for almost 5 years. So, you know, and then here it is, 2021, I found out about the BOP situation, and I started finding out this, that, and the other. Next thing you know, there's a search warrant, and it showed. I was like, no wonder she was mad at me that day. No wonder she knew how, what I said on emails to my other girl. No wonder she knew money was behind the couch. No wonder she heard my conversation between my attorney. And I heard you tell your attorney that you're not leaving her for me and this, that, and the other. I mean, it was a lot of stuff going on in that visit. I'm like, well, in the back of my head, I'm like, how the hell she know all this stuff?
You didn't even know how to answer that. It was coming at you so fast.
No, and I didn't want to argue. I was in the visiting room.
Yeah.
You know, I was trying to keep everything calm, but now I know.
Yeah.
This BOP disciplinary hearing officer gave all our information to Tasha K. Tasha K said it out of her own mouth boldly on her wine and dine with Tasha K that I shared it with government witness. So it doesn't really matter if she found the information on a porch, got it out of her back pocket, found it on the streets. She knew damn well she wasn't supposed to share it. That restricted information with government witness. She could have said to herself, you know what? This is a high-profile case. I got this information, but I'm not going to share this because that would be witness tampering. I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that. Whether she got it for free, bought it, it doesn't matter. I just don't want her to be trying to spin people and get their minds off of what really matters. What matters is you shared it. And there's a search warrant that talks about it.
So where is Tasha K at fault at? Where's Tasha K at fault at? People share shit with me all the time, man. Am I supposed to be arrested? Okay, people share shit with me all the time. Should I be arrested? Okay, some of y'all out there say, yeah, but people share shit with folks all the time. Okay, is Jim Derrigotti supposed to be arrested? I mean, you know what I'm saying? like really, let's talk about this.
You even talked about it.
Now, where can we find this search warrant for the people that want to look it up too?
The
BOP website?
Yeah, I mean, it's out there. I mean, the Sun Times. You read the Sun Times from 2021. You can look it up. You know, there's an affidavit, a search warrant. It's a seizure. It's a seizure search warrant.
Okay.
For BOP Officer A. They don't disclose her name, but I have a copy of it. My lawyer have a copy of it. There's, you know, it's out there.
Oh, I see it right here. The Chicago Sun-Times. Yes, sir. See it right here.
Yeah, so this search warrant is why it's on black and white. It's not like I'm making this up. I can't do a search. I couldn't even write out a search warrant. I'm going off of what Matt Lou, which is the private federal agent on the case, he the one that executed the search warrant. He talks about in the search warrant what he found. He talks about not disclosing everything in the search warrant. Well, we want everything, right? You want everything. Not just a little bit, but there's enough in there to show you that these things, and Tasha K name is all over this search warrant. What is Tasha K name being all over a disciplinary hearing officer's search warrant? So it makes you want to know, well, did they do a search warrant on Tasha K's computer?
Wow.
And find things they didn't want to find, and then now the whole thing just disappeared. people retiring, people stepping down. I don't know. But that's my time, bro, and I could probably call you in a couple of days.
For sure. Sounds good. I appreciate it.
Now I'm waiting on this indictment to put. God damn, fuck. Man, I'm not for. I ain't for all the capping and shit, dude. You know, folks you ain't never seen coming over here. The shit. All right. Come on. Shit, the link right there, Money B. Shit, come on, bring your bitch ass up here. Come on, bring your bitch ass up here. Now, as soon as this come on down, we gonna go through and I'm gonna go through and read this shit. Diva Divine Light shit. Resend an indictment. Perry Mason, or you gonna come on video? I ain't finna sit up in here and look at I ain't letting you on if you ain't showing your face. So you sit right there in the background. Yeah, you just have to sit in the background till the camera come on. Okay. Okay. Now, here we go. Okay, now this is the indictment. This is the original indictment. This is the original indictment. There you go, man. You went ahead and dropped on off, man. I'm not bringing nobody on my channel, man. Unless we didn't seen you before, unless you somebody that people know. I'm not bringing none of these new folks over here who not showing their face, dog. I ain't doing that shit. That's the problem. That's the problem why Sharon Winbush been out here deceiving niggas for years. This is why Sharon Winbush been out here deceiving niggas for years. Because she ain't showing her face. You feel me? Shit, come on, man. I'm not getting ready to do that. Now, this is the first indictment right here. The indictment reads, Dear Judge Donnelly, the government respectfully submits this letter as support to pretrial detention of the defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly. For the reasons set forth herein, the court shall order that the defendant be detained pending his removal to the Eastern District of New York in trial because he cannot overcome the presumption that there is no combination of conditions that would reasonably. Bro, I'm not kicked from studio. Yo, if y'all hit the link, man, if y'all not coming on with the camera on, I'm not letting you in. Period. Now, anyway, as set forth below, the charges in this case are extremely serious. The defendant is charged as the leader of a racketeering enterprise engaged in a pattern of racketeering activities spanning 2 decades involving the sexual exploitation of children, coercing. Do y'all see this word coercing right here? Let me make this bigger for y'all. Do the people see this word coercing? Do y'all see this word coercing? The leader of a racketeering enterprise engaged in a pattern of racketeering activities spanning 2 decades involving the sexual exploitation of children, coercing and transporting women and girls to engage in illegal sexual activity, kidnapping and forced labor. If convicted on all counts, the defendant faces the prospect of spending decades in prison. Now, sexual exploitation of children. Did this man record himself having sex with an underage woman? Yes. Yes, he did. Coercing and transporting women and girls to engage in illegal sexual activity. Yes, that happened. Okay. Given the strength of the evidence in this case, the substantial prison sentence that the defendant faces, the defendant poses a significant flight risk, as his past interaction with the criminal justice system have failed to deter the defendant from continuing to engage in serious criminal activity. The defendant is also a danger to the community. Finally, as set forth below, the defendant's release also presents a serious risk that he will attempt to obstruct justice and threaten and intimidate potential witnesses. Now, did Don Russell not work for R. Kelly? Okay. Did Don Russell not work for R. Kelly? So when they say threaten, I'm gonna highlight that. All right, shit. Now, my bad, y'all. Now I gotta go fucking sign into this shit. Y'all bear with me. All right, I'm gonna get off of Sharon Winbush. We gonna get off of her temporarily because that shit is in my way. Okay. All right. Now. Okay, now go through here. Y'all can't see that no more. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Okay. All right. The defendant is charged as the leader of a racketeering enterprise that engaged in sexual exploitation of children. That was proven. Coercing and transporting. That was proven. Was convicted on all counts. And then these are the important things right here. All right. These are the important things right here. Now, folks want to try to jump past that, but those are the important things. Now, on July 10, 2019, the grand jury in the Eastern District of New York returned a 5-count superseding indictment. The indictment charged the defendant with racketeering in violation of Title 18, subsection code 1962, involving 11 racketeering acts. Count 1, 2 counts of man act transportation to engage in illegal sexual activity in violation of Title 18, 2421. Counts 2 and 4, 2 counts of the man act, coercion and enticement. Okay. All right. Coercion and enticement. All right. That's coercion and enticement. As charged by the grand jury for over 2 decades, the defendant, The defendant was the leader of a racketeering enterprise. The enterprise comprised of individuals who served as managers, bodyguards, drivers, personal assistants, and runners. Okay, we got this person who want to come on. I'm about to kick their ass off if they on some bullshit. All right, here we go.
Every single person that has a channel.
Nigga, you stay switching. 1 minute you were supporting, now you went on Cove side. What Larry paid you, nigga? Talk about how you fuck with a rat.
Come up.
Talk
come
about
on
how
the
you fuck
screen.
with a rat, nigga. You fuck with a rat, nigga. Larry
Come
nigga,
on the
he's a rat.
screen.
Read that paperwork, nigga. Read that paperwork, nigga.
Nigga, come on the
Read
screen.
that paperwork, nigga. Let me turn Sharon off real quick. Hold up.
You deceptive like a bitch. Who is these niggas, man? Who are these niggas? Niggas that want to argue, man. You got all that feminine energy in your motherfucking blood. Get the fuck off my channel, man. There you go. Shit. Now, what charges do I believe he's been charged with? There you go. Now, for the defendant as well as members of his entourage, along with promoting the defendant's music and the R. Kelly brand, the enterprise recruited women and girls to engage in illegal sexual activity. I don't know who the fuck Don Snow is. Like, who is Don Snow? Who is that person? I don't know who is that person. I'm not finna argue with somebody who comes home in a dark ass room pointing at the ceiling. We don't know who this person is. That's how the fuck Sharon Winbush been over here deceiving people for years. Well, I'm not finna do that shit. Now, along with promoting the defendant's music and the R. Kelly brand, the enterprise recruited women and girls to engage in sexual activity with the defendant. Now, Geronda Pace got on the stage and talked about Bubba. All right, she got on the stage and talked about Bubba, how he recruited her to come back and do all of this shit and return the indictment. They approved that. Often transporting victims throughout the United States for this purpose. Okay? This sexual activity was often filmed and photographed by the defendant, including sexual depiction of minors constituting child pornography. Okay? The government proved this. As alleged in the indictment, the defendants promulgated numerous rules that many of his girlfriend's sexual partners were required to follow, including the women and girls to call him daddy. Okay, all right, that's not important. They were not permitted to leave their rooms, eat or visit the bathroom without giving his permission. They were required to wear baggy clothes when not accompanied by him to an event. They were directed to keep their heads down and not look at other men. Kelly also isolated the women and girls from their friends and family and made them dependent on him for their financial well-being. Now, this right here, this is bullshit because a bunch of y'all who got husbands and brothers and stuff like that, they got to pay alimony or they got to pay a woman who they used to be involved with. But it applies, bro. That's just how it goes. All right. The defendant also maintained his leadership and control of the enterprise by demanding absolute commitment from his members, not tolerating dissent, and obtaining sensitive information about members and associates in the enterprise in order to maintain control over them. Okay. All right. And so, I mean, several people came in, man, and testified to these things. The crimes charged in this indictment took place throughout the United States, including New York, Connecticut, Illinois, and California. The racketeering acts and substantive crimes charged in the indictment relative to 5 different victims as identified in the indictment as Jane Throw 1 through 5. Proffer, whatever. Jane Doe number 1 met him in 1999 when she was 16 years old. And after another member of the enterprise approached her at a fast food restaurant and informed that he wished to speak to her. Thereafter, Jane Doe number 1 was a minor under 18 years old. The defendant filmed their sexual intercourse on multiple times. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So this one is Stephanie Lugo. This is Stephanie Lugo. This is one of the people who got restitution. All right. Now, early 20s. I don't know who Jane Doe number 2 is. She's about 16 years old. Tells your relationship. She didn't have a more physical, psychological abuse. This sound like Geronda. You know, we ain't. I'm not giving no fucking breath to Geronda. I don't think the government proved that shit. Jane Doe in 2015, a minor aspiring music artist that the defendant began attending his concerts. On the 18. So this is Azriel right here. This is Azriel, and they proved a lot of that Azriel shit. Jane Doe number 5 met the defendant following a concert. Okay, that's Faith Rogers. Jane Doe number 5 is Faith Rogers. All right. Jane Doe 1, they proved. I don't know nothing about Jane Doe number 2. Jane Doe number 3, that's Geronda. I think that Geronda is extremely flawed. That's something that they gonna toss out on the appeal. Jane Doe number 4 is Azriel. Yeah, they got Azriel was sit there to set him up. All right, so she was working with the government. All right, Jane Doe number 5. They said medical records confirmed that the defendant had an infectional venereal disease during the course of his sexual activity. So Jane Doe, so basically, R. Kelly gave Jane Doe, he gave Jane Doe number 5. He gave her herpes. Is basically what they're saying. And they, they didn't 100% prove that, but they kind of loosely proved that. In July 11, 2019, the grand jury in the Northern District of Illinois returned a 13-count indictment charging him with pornography. All right. Now, I mean, come on, bro. All of this, they came out with these sex tapes as a result of crime, victims, and 2 indictments. Okay, now, when you read this right here, these 2 things together show you that the Northern District of Illinois case and the the New York case and the Northern District of Illinois case is all one case. Okay. Specifically, it charged that in 2001, that he began paying an acquaintance hundreds of thousands of dollars to collect videos for the purpose of concealing and covering that up. So Chuck Freeman got on the stand and basically explained all of this. Okay. Chuck Freeman got on the stand and explained all of this. When the acquaintance lady planned to hold a news conference, the defendant and others paid him $170,000. I mean, Chuck Freeman said this. The defendant and another individual also agreed to pay one of the minors and another person for their efforts to return the videos. Okay. Now, they tossed this piece out because Lisa Van Allen was not she was not a minor. All right. Now, this is bail reform. This is all arguing why he shouldn't get bail. All right. Fuck all of that discussion. Okay. This is what's problematic. Because even though the government proved their case, they still did not state how he was a danger to the community, in my opinion. All right. Well, serious crime, enterprise. He created sexual abuse. All right. They proved some of this, but that kidnapping and forced labor, the way that they okay, yeah, all right. It's all victim. Moreover, his status. Okay. Now, these girls right here with this second sentence, these girls were getting an allowance. Okay, they were getting an allowance, so they were allowed to go shopping, spend money, and all types of stuff that on his dime, on his dime. And when they were allowed to go over there and spend their money, they were technically his employees. And so when they are saying through forced labor and kidnapping, uh, that's legalese or whatever. That hey, you had these bitches on your payroll, and you were their boss. And so with all of this Me Too jargon, the Me Too jargon is basically going in and saying that you can't have sex with somebody who's a subordinate of yours because you have an unfair advantage because you control their livelihood. It's bullshit, but that's the way that the law is written, unfortunately. The enterprise and the defendant's status within allow the defendants to seriously engage in criminal conduct with impunity against minor victims. Okay. All right. And all right. So, and then it say the history and characteristics of the defendants, the seriousness of danger. While the defendant has no criminal conviction, he's been charged with sexual offenses. Moreover, da 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 da. Okay, so right here, all of this shit is problematic because it says in their own indictment that he didn't have any conviction; he had allegations. He should have been able to fight this charge while out on bail, but he was not allowed to fight. All right, the defendant's conduct with respect to evidence. Okay. Now, witness intimidation. Once you pay somebody off, once you have people call in bomb threats to the Eastern District of New York, calling bomb threats to the Survivor R. Kelly video shoot, then hey, that's how you get these charges. All right. Now, okay. All right. Jane Doe number 3, whatever. Similarly, a civil lawsuit filed on the hearing with Jane Doe number 5. Okay, now, here you go, right here. This is where Don Russell is the person who basically would, made him not be able to get bond. All right. Purportedly encloses the letter, 2 pieces of paper that contain okay. So this is some shit that he should have had. He should have had a lawyer. So he should have had a lawyer do this. These folks got, hey, he should have had a lawyer do some of these things, but hey, this is what the government is alleging. And we seen this person right here who did this stuff come on to Texas Black Diamond show and show this exact like Don Russell came on Texas Black Diamond show and showed these pictures of Faith Rogers. Okay, they showed these pictures of Faith Rogers. Okay, and then they say, hey, the letter was sent. All right, come on, man. Like this all of this stuff right here. This was sent. All right. Medical records. Okay. the government, this is what the government started with. Okay. This is what the government started with right here. Okay. This is what the government started with, man. All right. Now, when you look and read this, sexual exploitation of children, coercing and transporting women and girls. That was proven with Rashawn, all right? Obstruct justice and threaten to intimidate potential witnesses, okay? That was Faith Rogers. Okay? Coercion and enticement to engage in illegal sexual activity. Stephanie Lugo, Azriel, Aaliyah, Rashawn. Managers, Don Russell. Bodyguards. I mean, come on. Shit, niggas like Kip. Kip was beating niggas' ass or whatever. Not in as it pertains to these females, but shit, it's MTV articles talking about that shit. Drivers, okay, personal assistants and runners. I could say some names, but that would be messy. Recruited women and girls to engage in sexual activity with the defendant. I mean, speaks for itself. And this right here, this talk, you know, if you go and listen to John Jalen talking about how Kevin Lyles kind of came in and introduced all of them, like, I mean, there you go. Or if you go back and you read the testimony of Stephanie Lugo, then there you go. This sexual activity was often filmed and photographed by the defendant, including sexually explicit depiction of minors, constituting child porn. I mean, enough said. Kelly also isolated women and girls from their friends and family, made them dependent on him for their financial well-being. None of these bitches had jobs, not tolerating dissent or obtaining sensitive information about members and associates in order to maintain control over them. I mean, I kind of experienced some of that for myself. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, all right. Yeah, so there you go. Okay. Okay, these bitches changed. All right, that's Azriel. Enough said. I think that we've already been over that. After blah blah blah, medical records confirmed the defendant infection is very venereal disease. I mean, the dude was taking Valtrex. You know, come on. Okay, what's going on, Christy Jones? Grand jury. Da, 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 da. So I mean, listen, dude, and this right here, this tells you that the cases were interconnected. These two cases, they were connected. These two cases were connected. So that means that even though they said, all right, you can't, we're not going to talk about anything that transpired in New York in this case, they were using both cases to substantiate the other, okay? They used both cases to substantiate the other, paying an acquaintance hundreds of thousands of dollars to collect the videos. I mean, they got the receipts, they got the bank records to prove that they got paid $170,000 to collect this stuff. You know, now minors, they didn't prove that because Lisa Van Allen was grown. All right, and then, you know, hey, that basically, so listen, a racketeering enterprise he created and used for decades to sexually abuse and exploit women and girls for his own sexual gratification. Now, The government is making this shit be a crime. I personally think that the bitches, they came over there to get down. But the government is taking this and making this shit a crime. So when you coming out and you talking about this stuff, give breath to life. Give breath to life in these cases about why it is that these females, they were over here to, they came over to have sex, okay? And when he's talking about these things, he's like, man, listen, man, the government, it is just as much as he's saying that, hey, they took my emails. He could be saying like, yo, it was nobody that was there by threat of force. Everybody could come and they could leave when they needed to, when they wanted to. They took and used a whole bunch of circumstantial evidence against me, created a RICO charge, and then charged me with minor acts when these women were old enough or reasonably should have been cognitively evolved enough to know that if you got a problem with calling me daddy, leave me the fuck alone. Okay, he could come out here and talk about, hey, the government said that I had them there because they were financially dependent on me. They had 24 hours a day. I didn't stop them from going to school. I didn't stop them from going to get a job. They chose to do that. But when we talking about emails and this one flipped because of this and this flipped because of that, hey, man, listen. These folks came over here and hunt me down. These folks were blackmailing me. They were blackmailing me. And when they started blackmailing me because I refused to roll with that, then this is the end result of this. But this is wrong. Talk about the real shit that's going on. Talk about the real shit that's going on. Like, I mean, come on now. Talk about the real shit that really went on. Like, to be caught up in some emails, man, it's so much stuff here that you could really go in and talk about that's outside of my one girl. She found out about stuff I was saying to my other girl. How is that gonna get you out, man? I'm not following. I'm not following. And then you got another person over here in Sharon, Winbush, who is going on and advising people, oh yeah, go in and do this, go in and do that. And if you supposed to be leading people, why the fuck ain't you pioneering the efforts to lead people? Okay. This chick is over here saying, go here, go do this, go and do that. When her, that whole look click over there, I'm gonna call them team ineffective. Her, Dana J, Primo Ho, Levi for Kelly. That's team ineffective right there. They ain't did shit for the man. Ain't did shit for the dude. Don't you know someone who has ever been in an abusive relationship? Come on, man. She is a fucking crackpot. Somebody who sits up in here with a video camera all the time, recording. And then talk about they was the nutritionist. Well, I was his nutritionist in the 90s. And the nutritionist is out here deceiving people. Out here deceiving folks, man. Like, come on, man. Let's get this shit together. Like, come on, man. This big fat ass. Freeze frame. Freeze frame, man. Is she a heroine or is she on heroin? Is she a heroine or is she on heroin? Diva Divine Light, I gotta disagree with you on that one. These motherfuckers can claim abuse. They could claim abuse, but they were sent home at multiple times. These girls were sent home. They came back. Now, whether it was the dick, whether it was the money, whether it was the promise of fame, whether it was the lifestyle that they was living, all of them, they could have walked right out the front door. But they didn't. What's going on, Red Bunny? All of them could have walked right out the front door. None of them walked out the front door. They all chose to be right there. They wanted to be like they wanted to be in the situation. When the plane started going down, all of them parachuted out. They all parachuted out. But with this man sitting over here and saying, we'll send those letters out to the BOP. The BOP investigated that. They investigated that. But you could talk about the real fucking issues in the case. Talk about the real issues in the case to where each one of these females, they had the opportunity to leave. They chose to stay. Not only did they chose to stay, they came in and they used my money to fund stuff for their parents. I paid all of these folks' parents' bills. And it was not a crime. They didn't perceive themselves to be captives until I stopped paying the bills. So when they are saying that it was enticement and all of this stuff, hey, bro, I got used as a motherfucking I was being used as a financier to folks' lifestyles for all of this time. And now when they come with this whole damn documentary, all of a sudden I'm made to be a criminal. I'm made to appear a certain type of way. I done did some shit, but these bitches, they got paid. They got paid. I'm expected to pay restitution. They've been hitting my pockets this whole time. What the fuck am I restoring? Everything that they have is because of me. These bitches ain't have shit going on till I came in and gave these bitches a glow. The fuck? This dude speaking out, I know the attorney, you know what I'm saying? He got freedom of speech, but I know she's probably like, Robert. If you're going to speak out about something, speak out about all of the shit. Speak out about all of the shit, dude. What the fuck you got to lose? What the fuck you got to lose? Nigga, you got 30 years. Nigga, they can't give you no more time. Nigga, start talking that shit. Fuck, we gon' nigga give us some motherfucking give somebody some gas. Give somebody some gas to really go and bang on somebody with. But running over here, like, if you trying to convince somebody that this man should not get this time, we can't come over to somebody with no weak ass argument. Man, they took his emails. WinCap over here. Robbers wants everybody to go and go to this jacked up, cheap ass website. Go find the letters that all are saying the exact same thing. Send those letters saying the exact same thing into the exact same place. They ain't gonna be wise enough to know that this is a template that everybody done sent in. No, send these just everywhere else and don't really talk about the facts of the case. Like, come on, man. Sharon Winbush, I know you in the bushes watching because your dumb ass don't read shit. If you gonna argue something, argue the facts of the case. They didn't walk away with anything. Azriel got $381,000 of restitution, Diva. Stephanie Lugo got $100,000 of restitution, damn near. We went over there, saw her taking coats. She took Belief. She took him. I mean, come on. They stole $50,000 when they left. They come on now. They stole $50,000 when they left. Come on, shit, talk the real shit. You feel me? Shit. Now, I don't get off into all of the hyperbole of hating old cold people the way that everybody want me to, but when folks say something that's wrong, I'm gonna go and get balanced and say something is wrong. But straight down the middle, these hoes walked away. They walked away with a lot of shit. They had bags, they had clothes. I mean, yo, if you've been around a multi-millionaire, where you didn't have a job, you had to go in, fuck a little bitch, do a little threesome, here, there, shit. It sounds like a good idea to me, nigga. I ain't gonna lie, man. It sounds like a good deal to me, shit. You mean tell me I ain't gotta work? All right, you might have to suck a little dick, eat a little pussy. I mean, you go and look at these places that these motherfuckers are from. All right, shit. If you look at the places where these people are from, shit, they ain't had that much going on to begin with. You ate a little ass, smeared a little shit on you, whatever. My daddy told me, he said, son, in life, everybody got to eat some shit. He said a white man got to eat 1 pound of shit. A white woman got to eat 2 pounds of shit. A black woman got to eat 3 pounds of shit. And a black man got to eat 5 pounds of shit. So what? You smeared a little shit on yourself. So what? Shit, you had to get pissed on. So the fuck what? You could be right there. You was right there next to money. Ron Isley come through. R. Kelly's here on a daily basis. You see all these other celebrities. If you was they call it a relationship. If you was really a hustler, you would have knew it was an apprenticeship. A real hustler know that this ain't a relationship. This an apprenticeship. Motherfucker, nigga, Rob that had me around a millionaire Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Nigga, if I'm around 50 people that all got $50 million, shit, I'm gonna figure out how to get me 2 or 3 million. Nigga, I might not get to 50, but shit, I'm gonna figure out how to hustle up 2 to 3 million. You got all of that game that you'd have been around. And you never walked away with anything. You got enticed for what? Enticed with what? I'm leaving with all my shit he bought me and shit I bought with the money he gave me. There you go. eating good food, sex, concert, not having to work, sniffing some lines, drinking some Henny. Shit, what Red Bunny say? Shit. Okay. Okay, that shit sound like a phenomenal time. You feel me, man? You get to do some good cocaine and shit. Come on, man. That shit sound like a blast to me. But they subjugated several things. Okay, the whole case is a farce. The whole case is a farce. And all that really needs to be said to really get them reduced, because when you go back and you look at it, Ann Donnelly had the outs. Abuse. I don't want no abuse. Abuse, Diva? Abuse. 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 Man, only reason that this constitutes to abuse is I ain't shit without him, and I'm trying to make excuses for my otherwise miserable ass life. Diva, be real. Be real about that shit, Diva. Don't do that tonight. I'm not shit without R. Kelly, and I don't want to go back to my miserable ass life. Let's keep it funky. Let's keep it funky, man. I don't want to go back to my otherwise miserable ass life. Look at Drea Kelly, bro. Why the fuck do she still got the man's last name? She ain't did nothing since she left him. Nothing since she left him. What type of bitch say I earned my last name? Bitch, y'all ain't been together in over 20 years. Stop using this motherfucking man's name to exploit you're exploiting his brand and his name, because she ain't shit without being tied and associated with R. Kelly. And this whole case, the whole survivor R. Kelly was a motherfucking pity party of a bunch of motherfucking bitches who are upset their life has been tantamount to fucking zero. Zero without R. Kelly. Even with Sharon Winbush, she talks about she worked for all of these fucking people. She ain't shit without R. Kelly. Other than a thief and a scammer. She's a thieving ass scammer without him. But all of these motherfucking bitches, they been sitting over here running off with the man's name, trying to use his brand. And now the man is in jail. The brand that went to they spoil you like milk, they still trying to use this brand. Rashona Lanford, they got to come up. Your motherfucking marginally talented ass auntie got a platinum record. Your punk ass daddy, who was sitting up in here watching, knowing his baby girl was getting dick down. Knowing his baby girl was getting dick down. He just sitting up in this motherfucker playing the guitar. This Greg Lanford right here. Sitting over here playing the guitar and shit. Knowing that his baby girl's getting dick down by Big Bad Rob. He got paid handsomely to play on these records. The whole family used this man. These girls was abused. Who wants to get beat up and stay? Unfortunately, some will, some won't. Man, Diva Divine, I already talked about this though. Domestic violence occurs in 80% of relationships. And the center, the CTS, the Center for Trauma Statistics, has put out research that shows that most domestic violence situations are initiated by women. So when they're talking about the abuse, everybody got rules in life. If I go and work for a company, that company got rules. If I go and take a girlfriend, my girlfriend got rules. If I go and get a side piece, my side bitch got rules. For me to have a relationship with my parents, my mother, my father, that has rules. My kids, when they come in the house, they need to call me, make sure I'm there, lock the doors, don't open up the door for nobody. Everybody who need to get inside of the house has a key. That's a rule. No motherfucking company in your bedroom. That's the rules of my house. Y'all motherfuckers can play where I could see you motherfuckers. That's a rule. Rules my parent gave me. Well, you can play outside, but you need to be in by the time the street lights come on. It's rules fucking with everybody. And these people who had enough of a choice to know that if they did not like the rules, they could have left. But to sit over here and nitpick stuff apart is a disservice. Dude, you can't roll with this type of bullshit. This person, this Sharon Winbush character, how you gonna be advocating for a man and all your choices are bad? You ain't being honest with the people, telling the folks that the reason why come you got fired is because you was over in the nigga's house stealing. You was a petty thief. You a petty thief. How the fuck did you pass a background check to be there? How the fuck did you pass a background check to be there? She's a petty criminal. You've been stealing shit, filing bankruptcy. All right, if you this boss bitch, how is it that you done filed bankruptcy? She's a scam artist. Many folks around Rob were scam artists. The Kips, scam artists. Dana J, scam artist. Sharon Winbush, scam artist. Levi for Kelly, scam artist. Bubba, scam artist. Rashana, scam artist. Valerie Lanford, scam artist. Greg Lanford, scam artist. Asriel Clary, scam artist. Tim Savage, scam artist. Jonjolyn Savage, scam artist. Jay Savage, scam artist. These folks are scammers. Okay? The worst shit she could talk about me with is I use Viagra. Motherfucker, it ain't no shame in my motherfucking game. Nigga, I'm a diabetic. Nigga, I'm gonna fuck. I'm still gonna fuck. I don't give a fuck. That's the worst thing that you can say about me when I came forward to the people and told the people I use Viagra. That's the one thing she want to get hung up on. But tell me why Jennifer Bonjean was compelled to have to say, sure, you know very well I don't speak to you, so you wouldn't know anything about his legal team's position on anything. But if you care about him, he would stop spreading this nonsense. I have no objection to anyone writing a BOP. Stop sending misinformation, and I kindly ask that you keep my name out your mouth. So when she's sitting over here, she wants to do a whole video on me. Well, why didn't he go back and say where she said you could put this information out? She said that in the first fucking tweet, okay? She said that the first time. She don't have an objection, but whether or not it's going to be fruitful, she did not say. But one thing she did say was, bitch, I don't know you. Keep my motherfucking name out your mouth. You crackhead. Damn. Like, these people are drug addicts, dude. Drug addicts. Criminal history. criminal history off the fucking charts, man. Off the charts. Since 1989, she's been scamming people. Scamming people since 1989. And unfortunately, these people, they don't tell folks the absolute truth. They don't want to tell folks the truth because then you're going to look at them crazy. If you start telling these folks the truth, then they going to start looking at you crazy. But this is who the fuck she is. Scamming people since 1989. She has been a criminal all of R. Kelly's life. All of his career. All of his musical career, she's been a criminal. Come on, man. During this time over here, I find it odd that she can go and talk to folks about what's going on, but she don't want to talk about this. I'm sorry. Wrong thing. Oh, damn. There we go. Why is it that you are over here getting arrested for stealing shit? Why is she getting arrested for stealing shit? And then how bad does it make you look when you going and you the one who raising all of this fuss, but you're a convicted thief? A known heroin addict. And everything that you're doing is all involving and all pointing to the very behavior or the very charges that you coming out in protest of, Sharon Wincap. Or you over here just doing capping ass shit. Won't make no motherfucking video. Listen. Won't really come out and show herself on screen because she's big as a motherfucking house. Now, when you look at this, ask yourself, why do she gotta walk with a motherfucking wobble? Why is she wobble? Now ask yourself this. The next time you go and come across a Sharon Winbush video, you ain't got to worry about why. You ain't got to worry about why she over here barely breathing. She over here out of breath, struggling, fighting for oxygen. She over here sounding all nasally. The Heroine and ate her nose up. The heroin that ate her nose up. She been fucking her veins up. She been over here fucking her veins up. You walking with a wobble? Come on. She can barely move. She big as a motherfucking house, can barely fucking move. But the people who shouldn't be talking talk the most shit. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it. We gonna go. We gonna go. Now, here you go. This is for context. This is for context. Okay. Okay, this is for context of what the fuck you looking at right here. This is for context now.
Very much blessings. And why don't you start the show off?
Oh, one day we have to find a method that we'd like for her to talk a little bit more about.
Okay, Half Raw is the program that I do to teach people to incorporate raw, live, organic foods into their life. The reason that's important is because dead food does not produce a live body. Once you cook food, it's dead. And if you are suffering from a disease, dead food will never help you recover the way live foods will. The reason I came up with Half Raw is, as I said in part one of this series, I myself could not do 100% raw. And so I felt convicted because I was trying to teach raw but couldn't achieve it myself. So I began teaching what I could do, which is half raw. And what I found is 99% of people out here do not want to become raw foodists. They do not want to be vegetarians or vegans. We love the ribs, the beef, the chicken, the turkey, all the stuff we have grown accustomed to, but we want to be healthy too. So what I came up with for myself and for the 99% of other people just like me who want to continue to eat foods that they like, but
They say, how do you know that is her? How do you know that's her? How do I know that that's her? How do I know that that's her? Diva Divine Light. Shit, call up. Call into the show. Call up. Don't nobody else call up other than Diva Divine Light. If I miss you, if I don't get the call, Diva, I'm going to call you right back. All right? Call up. How do I know that that's her? How do I know that it's her? Hold on. Don't nobody other than Diva call up. Hold on. Let me switch over. Don't nobody other than Diva call up. They say Christy Jones say is her. How do I know that it's her? That's her. Or are you talking about in this? Oh, shit. How do I know that it's her? All right, well, shit, I'm finna show you. I'm finna show you why it's her. This is the funeral of Steve Winbush. This is the funeral of Stephen Winbush, okay, at Cage Memorial Chapel. Now, do let me ask the people, do y'all think that this is Sharon Winbush? Do y'all think that this person look like Sharon Winbush? From the pictures that this person shows of themselves, from the pictures that this person shows of themselves, does this look like Sharon Winbush? Now, she's going to read out the obituary and she's going to tell you that she's Sharon Winbush. But I'm going to walk y'all through it in a minute. I got to run and go use the restroom, but listen to it. She going to tell y'all.
He was the second son of 10 children and 10 children of the late Chicago Fire Department Captain James B. Winbush Sr. and Mrs. Sarah A. Winbush. Steve grew up in the heart of Bronzeville, the Ivy Wells community. A graduate of Holy Angels Catholic Academy, Steve attended De La Salle High School in St. Elizabeth, the first Black Catholic high school of Chicago. As one of the legendary Ironmen of St. Elizabeth football team, Steve was a wide receiver and defensive cornerback under the guidance of athletic director Mr. Joseph. In addition to his football talents, Steve was a baseball player, an excellent swimmer, and active in the Catholic Youth Organization. Steve continued his academic studies at the University of Illinois, Chicago. Imbued with a strong work ethic, Steve held a number of jobs before joining the Forestry Department in 1963. Following his noble father's footsteps, he served in the Chicago Fire Department. As a professional firefighter in the second largest fire department in the United States, he worked at Truck 37 at 55th University in the Hyde Park community. He was also a member of the Chicago Firefighters Union and the Afro-American Firefighters League. Inspired by his parents' political activism, he was a precinct captain and community organizer. Steve ran as delegate of the 23rd District for the Illinois Constitutional Convention and garnered support from many civil and neighborhood associations. Steve also worked the Illinois 3rd State Committee in 1964, Dr. King's operation. Steve's political position was expressed in his enthusiastic support of numerous elected officials. Stephen was industrious and a creative entrepreneur. His great-grandmother gave him the basic knowledge and appreciation for plants and nature, and his grandmother, Ida, instilled a sense of business acumen and accountability. For over 40 years, he was a business owner of the Winbush Landscape and Wimp's Tree Service Company. Steve artfully landscaped numerous church properties, such as Holy Angels and St. Elizabeth. His signature designs graced the private homes of notable personalities, such as Ramsey Lewis, Muhammad Ali, Minister Louis Farrakhan, Dr. Maurice Grab, and the Chicago Police Commissioner, Fred Rice. He secured corporate contracts from the Chicago Housing Authority, Schlitz Brewery, R.R. Donnelly and Sons, McDonald's Corporation, Johnson Products, McCrone Institute, Baldwin Ice Cream, and Cage Memorial Chapel. For every decade, Winbush sold Christmas trees and ornaments on Chicago's southeast side. Due to his entrepreneurial pursuits, Steve provided many jobs to hundreds of Chicago residents for many years. Stephen was intelligent, athletic, energetic, charismatic, comical, quick-witted, personally engaging, and socially compassionate. He was devoted to his family. As a youngster, he was a responsible and respectful son to his parents. and a protective and fun-loving brother to the 8 brothers and his precious sister Victoria. In 1961, Steve married Miss Beers Parker of Chicago. From the blessed union, 4 children, Sharice, Sharon, Stephen, and myself. For over 20
Sharice, Stephen, Sharon, and myself. Okay? Sharon. All right? Stephen Winbush had a daughter named Sharon. All right? Don't this woman look like Sharon Winbush? Okay? Now, you notice it don't look exactly alike, but the person favors this person enough that we just gonna say reasonably that they are sisters. But pay attention to this hair. Look at this hair. All right. Look at this face. Look at this hair. All right. Look at the face. Look at the hair. Now, when they branch out, now you see how wide this bitch is right here. How are you a nutritionist and you are this wide? No, she's not using the sister's photo. So let me see. I broke this down last night. Let's go back here. Okay. So, where is it at? Okay, here you go. All right, now, y'all y'all look at this hair right here. Okay, look at her hair. All right, look at her hair. Notice the hair. All right, now let's look at this. All right, look at this. All right. That's them fingers that y'all love talking about. All right. That's them fingers y'all love talking about. Let's that don't even really make it bigger. All right. But these are those fingers that Dom K be talking about. Okay, so it's her in the beauty shop trying to cover her face up. Now pay attention to this hair. Pay attention to the hair. All right, you see. That's her in the beauty shop. Now, ain't that the same her as this person right here? Within reason. Don't y'all think that, this person right here, her would appear to be gray 20-some years later, but it's the same hairstyle, same gray to her, same hair texture. So when a person straightens it out, and we come over to right here, where this chick right here then already said, hey, my dad had a bunch of different kids, and here we go. This is the culprit. This is the culprit. Straighten the hair. This is the culprit. And when you see her, she got one of those big lower bodies, a lot of junk in the trunk. A lot of junk in the trunk, man. A big ass lower body. Now, y'all see the person that's in the casket. All right. Y'all see the person that's in the casket right there. When y'all look, wide body Denali. All right. When y'all look at the person that's in the casket, go over here. Let's log in on Facebook right here. All right, now, when you go over here, you come over here, go to Facebook, look it up. This the sister right here. This is the sister right here. All right, we go through the photos. My protector, my provider, my angel, rest in power, dad. Okay. Rest in power, dad. All right. Now, don't that look like the man from the funeral I just sent you? Okay, I'm finna show y'all something else. I'm finna show you something else. Now, when you go over here, I'm sorry, you go right here, you go look up, you know, some of y'all not gonna be able to see this. Let me see if I can. All right, y'all notice that this is Steve Winbush, December 21st, 2020. Steve Winbush, December 21st, 2020. All right. December 21st, 2020. Steve Winbush. Now, when we go back to this Facebook page, this is December 16th, 2020. All right. This is December 16th, 2020. I'm gonna try to blow it up for y'all so that y'all can see. God damn, that might have been too far. All right, that's about as big as I'm gonna be able to make it for y'all. Y'all notice how it says December, Chloe Carter, December 16th, 2020. I mean, these are too many coincidences, right? Too many coincidences, right? Derek Winbush, okay? Cousin. I mean, come on. But even when we get out of there, the same stringy her. This is a sister. This ain't Sharon, by the way. But I mean, don't this person they favor Sharon enough to say that this is the sister, right? That's how you know who it is. I mean, it's nothing else. But when you talk about fraudulent and deceptive practices, not to beat a dead horse, but to beat one anyway. When you talk about these fraudulent and deceptive practices, now, how has she gotten away with this shit for so long? Well, you heard all of the accolades of the man's life that the sister just read to you. Well, when they were going over here, they were hiding their criminal behavior underneath the dad. Now, the dad can't beat and did all this shit. Couldn't have did all this shit. So they get locked up. Stuff will go down. It'll get switched, put up under somebody else's name. Okay. But here you go. Possession of heroin. 2 years before this shit's popped off. Thieving. Heroin possession. Simple assault. Now, at that funeral, it's another piece of the tape where she has a fight and she gets her sister arrested at their own daddy's funeral. Now you come right here, 2010, defrauding a financial institution. All right. There you go. Possession of a controlled substance, 2013. We ain't really, Diva, we not even really talking about you. We talking about Sharon the crackpot. We ain't nobody talk, whatever. Theft, petty theft. All right. Drinking, criminal trespassing, manufacturing with, there you go. Possession. Is funny, Trent. You are paid from Larry and Angela. Listen, man, all of y'all folks who are R. Kelly supporters and y'all keep on talking about shit, y'all motherfuckers want to stay dumb. If y'all talk about how the fuck Larry gonna be paying me when I got more money than Larry, bitch, you sound stupid. Y'all sound stupid as fuck. How the fuck Larry gonna be paying me? This nigga just got out of jail. Bitch, how the fuck are they gonna get paid? How the fuck are they gonna be paying me when I got more money than both of them niggas? You sound stupid. Bitch, I can show you tax returns where the IRS didn't approve my shit, meaning what I said connected. I got business tax returns, personal tax returns. How the fuck am I gonna be getting paid by Larry? Bitch, anybody that got an independent thought got to be paid by Larry. Now, or y'all gonna talk about how y'all done seen me on a panel with Larry one, maybe, less than 10 times. But this bitch was talking to this nigga for hours. Let me get into my bag real quick. Okay. She was over there and Sharon Windcap was on the phone talking to Larry for hours and hours and hours. But how long was she talking to Larry? The bitch was on the phone talking to Larry for hours and hours and hours, week after week, week after week. She was talking to Larry for hours, talking to Larry for hours, day after day, and hours. She was talking to Larry for hours, hours and hours and hours. Hours and hours and hours. Now this bitch was sitting over here talking to Larry for a month straight. Y'all don't come at her with this same energy. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Did I go and take R. Kelly's brother and put R. Kelly's brother on Larry's show? No, Sharon Winbush did that. Now y'all mad at me when there you go. And she want to say this person is a criminal informant. All right, you had heard Larry out of his own mouth tell you that she bought Bruce over there to get $300 to be on his channel. Now, she feels so strongly about this, and she feels so strongly about this. Why did she take Bruce Kelly over to the grown man's channel? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you. Give me 1 second. The reason why she took him over there. The reason why she took him over there is simple. Attempted deceptive practices since 1989. Deceptive practices since January 25th, 1989. Esther Lumingo, they want to come over here. You check my rap sheet. I dare you to. Find where I went out here and I done defrauded some people. I got a pistol charge and a bunch of motherfucking traffic tickets that everybody got. That's all that you're gonna be able to find on me. But these folks, they got rap sheets longest Shaq feet. They got rap sheets longest Shaq feet. And where I'm from, my pistol charge, hey, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'd rather be caught with it than without it. And that's the code of the streets. That's the code of the streets. You hear me? So when it's all said and done, this bitch has been deceiving people since 1989. She was kicked out of R. Kelly's house. And I don't know how many times I've been telling people. I don't know how many times I done had to tell folks. All of these people who say that they know R. Kelly, they tell you when they came, but they don't tell you why they left. Rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. There you go. All of them tell you, they all tell you when they came, but they don't tell you why they left. And since I'm over here, I'm bringing truth to power. I'm shedding light on all of this bullshit that's going on. Of course, they're going to make me be the problem. But ask yourself, why is it that she was talking to Larry at length and she bought Bruce Kelly over there? She bought Bruce Kelly over there. She say, I'm trying to get y'all focused off of what's real. She over here, she sending folks off. Trying to allude to the fact that she was pregnant by R. Kelly. How that work? How do that work? I mean, why are you afraid to show your face? You know what I'm saying? Now, she was dick riding Don. She was cool with Don Russell until Don Russell wanted asked to see her face. Don Russell asked to see her face. Then all of a sudden, he became public enemy number one because he said, hey, who is this person? She claimed to know all of this stuff. Who is this person? She's doing an awful lot of talking. Who is this person? Let me see here. Clickbaiting people. She came out, man, had 300, you know what I'm saying? 300,000 people watching the video, wanting to hear stuff. Now, them views is low. She can't get them view counts up. So she clickbaiting y'all. Joycelyn Savage said, what? Joycelyn Savage said, what? Okay, then she want to go and say, everybody, they're federal informants. They're federal informants. Come on, man. You over here, you asking for folks to go and represent R. Kelly. And she want folks to go and represent R. Kelly, man, but she's interfacing with all these goddamn criminals. Like, interfacing with all these motherfucking criminals, dude. I mean, she will resort to clickbait to get somebody to watch them little measly, boring ass, lying ass videos with the bitch all nasally and shit. Then she say she's a nutritionist. No, it's nothing nutritional about heroin. Okay. I please, if you are out there listening, can somebody please go on their phone and find what's the nutritional value of heroin? Okay, please find me the nutritional value of heroin. Like, somebody please tell me, how is crack and heroin nutritional? I'll wait. Can somebody please tell me? Can somebody please tell me what's the nutritional value of crack and heroin? Oh, I know she listening. She gonna go and make a little video like this tomorrow. Limp Biscuit over there has the Viagra. This the Viagra that she's talking about, right? And if he can't get blood to his brain, if he can't get blood to his dick, then how is blood going to his brain? What's going on, Joey Ross? If he can't get blood to his dick, how do he get blood to his brain? Now, the person who's telling you this needs a motherfucking oxygen tank. She needs an oxygen tank. So she gonna come out with a boring ass video tomorrow. She gonna drop a boring ass video tomorrow. And we're gonna sit there, we're gonna try to act like, yeah, she's talking about something. But she ain't talking about shit. Oh, is it daylight saving time? Was daylight savings this weekend? Oh, it was. I'm about to say shit. I know. How the fuck is it damn near 4 a.m? I ain't been on her that long. Yeah, so yeah, daylight saving time. All right. She needed motherfucking oxygen tank. The girl can barely breathe. She can barely breathe out here trying to be a shot caller. She wants to be valuable. Then she did this one right here. There you go. She did this video right here talking about me, Debo, Tyson. Let me see here. How do I pull this shit up? Okay. Now this is what her beef is with Don Russell. All right. This is her beef with Don Russell right here. Let's go ahead and show it. All right.
I came out in support of our.
She already, listen. I want y'all to count every time she's gasping for air in this video. Okay? Every time you hear her gasping for air, right, drop a 1, the second time, drop a 2, third time, drop a 3. Let's figure out how much that she need, how much oxygen she need. The bitch sound like she need about 4 liters. All right, but listen, let's go.
Kelly, January 20th, 2019. I have been at the forefront, first responder, in talking about the injustice from groups like Me Too, Time's Up, the terrorist behavior of these rogue feminist terrorists, the illegal behavior of Mute R. Kelly, breaking the law, committing terrorism, all of the illegal acts from Surviving R. Kelly. The people behind these crimes, the people that are behind the takedown of R. Kelly, want to eliminate any threat to their success. I have called out the crimes of Don Russell and others, and now they insist on finding me, locating me, every chance they get, putting out intimidating videos and dropping comments everywhere.
Because you won't meet me. I can't get a picture of you to verify that you are who you say you are. Right now, we in California together. She right on the marina where my goddamn friend of mine's boat is. And she won't meet me right on the marina, and that's what she's taking these videos from. I know the house and the boats and the goddamn the yard that she's shooting from. I know where she is. You won't meet me. You won't come over.
The self-described manager, accused, charged with harassing and intimidating witnesses. Every newspaper is covering Donnell Russell, accused of threatening, harassing, intimidating witnesses. Article after article. He's accused of calling in a bomb threat to the theater where Surviving R. Kelly was shown. It's in paperwork that he *67 the police and called in the call, and it was traced back to his cell phone and his mother's house. Silencing witnesses, intimidating witnesses, bribery. Donnell Russell, self-described manager. Every article talks about how he's intimidating.
She won't meet nobody. She conducting traffic from behind the flower. Like
Michael Williams is allegedly related to Cash Jones, who is tied to Don Russell and Don Russell's mother. Court papers show communication.
Polar Sharon getting ready to pass the fuck out, trying to put Don on blast. This bitch getting ready to give herself a heart attack, putting Don on blast. This nigga, he calling me out. He said he want to see my face. I'm in fear of my life. The reason she in fear of her life, because if Don would have knocked on her motherfucking door, that bitch would have probably passed out, goddamn, walking to the door. This bitch is in, she out there on assisted living. She out there on assisted living. It's the same shit. Okay, don't let these folks scam you. All right. I tried to study all of that shit at one point in my life too. When these folks are talking about they nutritional experts and all of that shit, how? How are you a nutritional expert? How are you a nutritional expert, bitch, and you breathing like that? How are you a nutritionist? She over here doing a show called Half Raw, Eat to Live. As a matter of fact, just for Sharon Winbush, I'm gonna go get my oxygen machine. I'm gonna do the rest of this show on 2 liters of oxygen just for Sharon Winbush. I'll be right back. Now that I done got some oxygen or whatever, let me continue listening to her. Bitch, I'm gonna get the oxygen for you, bitch, because you need it. All right.
Between Mike Williams and June Barrett, Cash Jones and June Barrett, Mike Williams, Cash Jones, and Don Russell. Mike Williams allegedly burned up a car. I guess he was found guilty of it and got 8 years for that. So Donnell Russell lied about being R. Kelly's manager, threatened witnesses that threatened families of witnesses tied to Mike Williams, who burned up a car of a witness, got 8 years, sentenced to 8 years, and Donnell is on trial now for his crimes. But he wants to find me, and he wants me to show my face. Why?
Anybody who believes somebody who won't show their face, that's amazing. And I hope this is smoking her ass out. Y'all should demand, before that helper is allowed to say anything else, she show her goddamn face. Because she can always say that wasn't me when them people come knocking on her door because she won't show her face. Show your face. So when
Don Russell, along with another employee of R. Kelly, Santee Shannon, went into a secured warehouse and removed 3 truckloads of R. Kelly's intellectual property. These are the masters in one of the U-Hauls that he drove to California. These are the masters of R. Kelly, taken from his secure warehouse. You can see the silhouette of Don in the back of the aluminum truck. You can see his silhouette taking the picture. So he has shown.
Now notice how she say it's a secure warehouse. If the warehouse was secured, she would have had to go get the key. They would have had to be approved by R. Kelly. But she out here scamming people because she over here, she got a bone to pick because Don Russell told the people to do something sensible, which was go and see your big ass motherfucking face before they continue taking instructions from a bitch that talk like this and gasping for air every time she take a breath. Every time you get to a period, you got to go and do this shit, bitch. Get the fuck up out of here. But I digress.
He will steal millions of dollars of intellectual property without the permission of Robert Kelly, refusing to give it back. Boski gun arrested on site at the courthouse for the R. Kelly trial because of threats he's made to people, criminal behavior, and other cyber terrorist acts.
Fucking know me. You better respect me. You better put respect on my name. You better put respect on my shit. I mean that shit. I'm not playing with you no more. I'm not playing with you no more. Real shit. I'm not fucking playing with you, bitch. And I'm calling you bitch after bitch after bitch because you don't respect me. So why should I respect you? Now, once again, you heard that, Miss Winbush? But there you have it, y'all. You heard that, Miss Winbush? But there you have it, y'all. You heard that, Miss Winbush? I don't fucking play. You don't know me, lady. You don't know me at all. Until I show up on Fiji Way in Lincoln. Hey, my cousin just got a job for the sheriff's office right behind where you posting all the fucking videos. I know where you at. I know exactly where you at. Now I'm just wondering, do you want to continue to try to don't know you? You see this hand? I promise you. I promise you. You see this hand? I promise you. I promise you. I'm not afraid to use it. I'm not afraid to use his hand. So, yeah, you stay right behind them. The sheriff officer, he done laid it all down to me. I'm going to El Torizo's or whatever the fuck that is. I'm going to that shit on Fiji Way in Lincoln. And then I'm going to circle around that bitch. And I'm going to wait for you to put a video up. I'm going to wait for you to put a video up. See, the thing about my videos, I'm in this room. What do you see? Not a motherfucking thing. You know why? Because we on the run from the fucking informants. That's why I don't give a fuck. I still come in here no matter what and do my videos from here. You ain't gonna see shit. You don't need to see shit. You bitches working. I want to know when I pull up on you, is you gonna talk to me about a Cashapp? Because when I pull up on you, I'm probably gonna rent something to get there. And the shit I be done renting, you gonna be surprised. No, I'm gonna follow behind that bitch. Why I'ma jump in the Sprinter? We suited up. We suited up. Kells don't need no nigga like me around. Because these motherfuckers wouldn't be here right now. It wouldn't be a fucking board. You know what it be? You know what it be? A whole lot of, please, leave me alone. Please, I'm done. I already told the truth. That's what it'll be, fucking with me. I don't fucking play. You don't know me, lady.
The three amigos is pressing gas, bitch, and we going forward. Your ass gonna get with it, or you gonna get rolled over. There's only two options: is get down or lay down. Make her real mad. And again, DJ, I got one more thing I'm gonna say, and this the last thing. I got $1,000 bounty on Sharon Winbush's head.
What a bounty is? If somebody puts a price on your head and they will pay it if you are killed.
On the marina where my goddamn friend of mine's boat is, and she won't meet me right on the marina, and that's where she's taking these videos from. I know the house and the boats and the goddamn the yard that she's shooting from. I know where she is. You want me? That's amazing. And I hope this is smoking her ass out. Y'all should demand before that helper is allowed to say anything else, she show her goddamn face. Because she can always say that.
Now, my only regret about all of this is when I went out there to Chicago for Sylvia's court date on Thursday, I regret not knowing that her daddy was buried out there. I would have found out what cemetery her daddy was buried at, and I would have went and pissed and took a shit on the nigga's grave for giving breath and giving life to a awful built bitch like that. The bitch built like a motherfucking elephant and got the nerve to sit up in here, talk about what don't work, and you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers do. We don't roll with that weak ass shit over here. Like, you talk a bunch of shit from behind the camera. I don't respect that, man. Y'all ain't never seen me do no live stream where I don't show my face. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would have put that shit on live too. I would have rolled up to the daddy's grave and pissed on that motherfucker. I'm still Chicago, only 4 hours away. It's only 4 hours away. I'm still liable to go over there and piss on the nigga's grave. And when I get finished pissing on his grave, I'm gonna go to Greg Lanford grave, piss and take a shit on that motherfucker too. This is who you bought. This is who you paid for. So, as I begin to bring this thing to a close, I want to ask the people, the 90-some people watching, is she a R. Kelly heroine? Or is she on heroin? Once again, I got to ask y'all. Is she a R. Kelly heroine? Or is she on heroin? Okay? Is she on heroin? Now, this person went and did all of these things. Why do you have to file bankruptcy? Why are you filing bankruptcy? Why are you filing bankruptcy? She done filed bankruptcy twice in 15 years. Why are you filing bankruptcy? Heroin or on heroin? Heroin or on heroin? Heroin. Let me go ahead and I don't think that y'all are dumb, but let me show y'all what. Okay, let me show y'all what the word heroin means. All right. Now, let me define this for y'all. Heroine is a woman admired or idolized for her courage, outstanding achievement, and noble qualities. A woman admired, idolized for her courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities. What's noble about being arrested for petty theft? What's noble about being fired by R. Kelly for stealing out of his house? What's noble about filing bankruptcy twice in 15 years? Your outstanding achievement is you connected a man accused of sex crimes, convicted of sex crimes, with another man who has been convicted for being a pimp? What's courageous about standing behind a camera, not showing your face in over 4 years? We'll make sure y'all can read that. What's courageous about that? What's courageous about, or what's an outstanding achievement when you told folks to go do a protest in Washington, D.C. that nobody showed up for? Is that your outstanding achievement? Does she really have courage if we don't have a face to put with the name? Is it noble to accuse me of working for Larry when you were talking to the man for a month straight? And you took money from Larry to go and put the man's own brother on a very platform of somebody that you calling a federal informant, Larry McGee? Is that noble? Is those your achievements? Like DJ Tyson say, YouTube is your resume. This right here is what it means to be a hero. Or let me go to this one. This is what it looks like when you're on heroin. This is what it looks like when you own heroin. When you're a thief, when you defraud a financial institution, when you assaulting people. This is what it looks like to be on heroin. Possession of a controlled substance, less than 15 grams. Less than 15 grams. Felony. Is it courageous that your father had political connections? Your father worked for the fire department? Your grandfather, James C. Winbush, worked for the fire department, and you over here out in Chicago fucking your veins up, fucking your nose up, scamming people? Scamming people? Is it courageous that you are a nutritionist that's morbidly obese? Come on. Should we call you Sharon Winbush or should we call you Rasputia? She big money. She supposed to at least have an 8 ball, but no. An 80. She's supposed to have an 80. She's real focused on my dick. She probably wants the Dino. But Sharon, the crackhead Winbush, I'm sorry, Rasputia Winbush is what I'm going to call you because you morbidly obese. Fat bastard. Queen of the wobbles. Queen of the wobbles. Yeah, I like that one. Queen of the wobbles. This is your resume. You're a petty thief, a criminal, a scammer. That's why you don't show your face. You a schemer. You talk all this big money shit of who's being paid by who, bitch. Who are you being paid by? Because whatever you doing to get your money, bitch, you filing bankruptcy twice. And you didn't even file Chapter 13 bankruptcy, which said I need to restructure my shit. You filed a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, which means I don't know how the fuck to pay my bills. So how the fuck are you going to be leading the charge for R. Kelly when you can't even take care of your own house? You can't pay your bills. You can't pay your bills, man. Come on, man. Everywhere you live at, you filing bankruptcy. A thief, a car thief, the one that got parked outside. I mean, come on, man. Talk to the people, man. Show the people. Talk to the people about who you really are. Talk to them about who you really are. Talk to the people about these goddamn bankruptcies. All right? Talk to the people about these bankruptcies. Bankruptcy discharge, Chapter 7. Bankruptcy discharge, Chapter 7. You ain't got no money. Now, when you left R. Kelly, you were supposed to be working for Common and Kanye. How the fuck you go and work for Common and Kanye and your ass is filing bankruptcy? This delusional bitch came out here and did a video on Oprah. She did a video on Oprah. She's supposed to be an advocate. Did a video on Oprah. Did Oprah file bankruptcy? If you know Oprah like that, why was you file? Why was you filing bankruptcy? Just something that I want to know. I want to know why you filing bankruptcy. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this. And oh yeah, y'all may not be seeing me for a minute. Because when you start exposing these motherfucking scammers, your videos get copyright striked. They file privacy complaints. They do all types of dirty shit to avoid the truth being out about them. You keep mentioning my dick, Sharon Winbush, and I'm going to tell you again, baby, I'm handsome, so pay my rents. But I'm going to make you pay like you weigh. So, bitch, you owe me about $600 right off the bat. If you want to know how this dick work, go ahead. Baby, I don't need to Viagra, bitch. Pay me how you weigh. Shit, pay me how you weigh me. All right? Shit. You jump on that scale and that's going to tell my tale, bitch. That's what I want. You worry about this Dino, you going to find out soon enough. You feel me? She done had my dick in her mouth for the last 2 weeks. Since you so interested in my dick, Sharon Winbush, go ahead, bitch. I'm handsome, pay my ransom. You can find me at this dumber down here. I'll make you pay how you weigh, bitch. Only thing is I can't do it in St. Louis, goddamn it. Niggas around here know me. But anything that you fuck out of town, hey, that shit is called roadkill. You feel me? I ain't into overweight bitches that's built like a 3-bedroom bungalow. That ain't really my style. I'm not into bitches that be wobbling. All right. That ain't really my stilo. That ain't how I get down. All right. I'm not into to the queen of the wobbles. Okay. You a little too heavy for me. You a little too heavy set for me. But bitch, I'm handsome, so pay my ransom, baby. You can beat some roadkill. All right, shit. When you want to talk about next time you put this dick in your mouth, Sharon Winbush. Next time you put this dick in your mouth, go ahead and send my Cashapp. Cause shit, you worry about this dick, you must want some. So since you want some, bitch, go ahead and hit the Cashapp. We can make it happen. I'll fly out there to LA and I'll put it up on the OnlyFans, bitch, because I know that you're struggling. You're bankruptcy filing, bitch. I know that you're struggling. Bitch, go ahead and pay my ransom. I'm handsome, so pay my ransom, bitch. Give me that. You hear me? Shit, you gotta listen. I know that you a hoe. You feel me? I know that you a hoe. You got an affinity for these pimps. So since you got an affinity for these pimps, I'm gonna talk to you like the hoe that you is, hoe. I'm handsome, pay that motherfucking ransom, bitch. You hear me? You hear me? Shit. Put some lipstick on the dipstick. Keep my motherfucking dick out your mouth. You worry about my dick and how it work. Limp biscuit, bitch. This motherfucker work. Trust me. Trust me. You feel me? It ain't my style to fuck elephants. Sharon Winbush. It ain't my style to fuck bitches built like elephants. But hey, you pay how you weigh, bitch. We gonna make it happen. Ah, shit. Esther Lumen, girl, get the fuck off my goddamn channel, you miserable bitch. Fuck off my channel. Take your motherfucking ass over there with Sharon Winbush. They say Louis V draws in that size is too expensive. You hear me? She love having my dick in her mouth. Love talking about me. Bitch, go ahead and pay like you weigh. You hear me? Shit. Pay like you weigh. So now, as I bring this to my final decree, I decree and I declare how I found her. I got private investigators. I decree and I declare Sharon Winbush is a heroin addict. I decree and I declare that she's a scammer. I decree and I declare that she's been frauding people since 1989. I decree and I declare that she's been out here capping for the last 4 years. I decree and I declare that she got fired from rolling with R. Kelly because she was out here stealing out the man's house. I decree and I declare that the only reason that he talks to her now is because she's coming in under the guise of being interested in the case. I also decree and declare that this bitch is a compulsive liar. I decree and I declare that if Rob had options, he wouldn't talk to the bitch. I decree and I declare that she embellishes her relationship to him. I decree and I declare that she done took the brother over to Larry the Grown Man's channel. I decree and I declare that she has said out of her own mouth she deems Larry, the grown little boy, to be a federal informant. I decree and I declare that she went over there knowing that he was a federal informant, but she split the money with Bruce. I decree and I declare she been out here capping. I decree and I declare that she's not showing her face because she is scheming. I decree and I declare that she wants attention. She thinks that she's a bad bitch, when really she just looks bad, bitch. I decree and I declare that she done went out here and she done talked to everybody. And after she done talked to everybody, folks start digging around and they start asking questions. They start asking questions, want to know what's going on. Yeah, I decree and I declare that, listen, after this, y'all might not be hearing from me for a minute. Why? Because they gonna copyright strike my shit. But hey, it is what it is. Now, y'all ain't gotta listen to me. You ain't gotta listen to me. Okay? You ain't gotta listen to me. All right, let's listen to Tasha K. Tasha K told you. Tasha K told you who this bitch is. And they running off with this thing, this ineffective thing against Tasha K because she has an axe to pick because Tasha K made the bitch look foolish. All right. R. Kelly did the first jail phone call with Rick Party. And this Natasha Simona was playing it. Tasha K put her on the platform and made Sharon look bad, look very bad. Check this out.
Is this in the case?
So between paperwork, between just different videos of him speaking, and also I spoke to the strategist that's very close with R. Kelly, Sharon Winbush. She shared some information with me about this.
You spoke with Sharon?
Hello?
You spoke with Sharon?
Yes.
She said she a strategist? Try that whole line. She was a chef for a few months in R. Kelly's mansion, who has been running around here telling this same story and been making up shit as she go. Sharon is not a strategist. She's a cook. She was a cook back in the 1990s.
Okay.
And she still used that same picture that she did from that one interview. It's some weird people. You got to be careful with these folks. They're going to take you down a wormhole. Don't go. But go ahead. I can't believe
just different videos of him speaking. And also I spoke to the strategist that's very close with R. Kelly, Sharon Winbush. She shared some information with me about this.
You spoke with Sharon?
Hello?
Look at Tasha K's face. Look at Tasha K's face. Look at Tasha K's face. Bitch, you talked to Sharon? Oh, bitch. I had more respect for you than that. I thought you was more thorough than that. And right at this moment, Natasha Simona knew she had fucked up by mentioning Sharon Winbush's name. She knew she had fucked up by mentioning her name. This still frame right here says it all. The still frame right here says everything you need to know. Did you talk to Sharon? That hoe is a cook. That hoe was a cook for a couple months. That hoe was a cook for a couple months. That whole lying. She gonna take you down a wormhole. Don't go. And that's why the fuck Sharon Winbush is in R. Kelly's ear telling him go at Tasha K, because she exposed her dumb ass. This bitch was a cook for a couple months. Tasha K didn't expose your dumb ass. Jennifer Bongini had to expose your dumb ass. Don Russell didn't expose your dumb ass. She got a problem and an axe to grind with everybody that didn't expose this dumb asshole. She got an axe to grind with everybody that didn't expose this dumb asshole. Bitch, get off the internet. Stop making your little videos. Okay. You done got your editing, you done figured out how to edit your videos from prima donna. Stop doing that shit. All right. It's not going nowhere. Bitch, you're looking dumb. You're looking stupid. You're looking retarded. Okay. Lay off the half raw shit. Okay. Lay off the half raw. All right. All right. We know that you probably on that Valtrex and shit too, Sharon Winbush. So when you pay my ransom or what have you, I'm gonna be strapped up. Shit, I'm gonna have 4 condoms, 2 trash bags, and 4 sandwich bags or whatever. Because I know you got that. I know you got that clap. All right, I know that you got that clap. But since you worry about this Dino, go ahead, take your Valtrex and pay my ransom. And I'll come out there to LA and I'll fuck your elephant ass. You nasty bitch. Since you worry about, she worried about this bitch and did about 8 videos talking about my dick, showing this Viagra. Talking about my brain don't work. My brain don't work because blood don't flow, bitch. Your lungs don't work. Bitch, you was over there struggling to talk about them goddamn letters, bitch. Stop doing that shit. Get off that half raw diet, bitch. It ain't working for you. Eat some apple cider, drink some apple cider vinegar. Go and get on a motherfucking treadmill and leave this the fuck alone. Use a cook, bitch. Stop lying. This is Sharon the Cook Winbush. Okay, the bitch that walked with the wobbles, the queen of the wobbles.
Case?
So between paperwork, between just different videos of him speaking, and also I spoke to the strategist that's very close with R. Kelly, Sharon Winbush. She shared some information with me about this. So.
You spoke with Sharon?
Hello?
You spoke with Sharon?
Yes.
She said she a strategist?
That whole line.
Try that whole line. She was a chef for a few months in R. Kelly's mansion, who has been running around here telling the same story and been making up shit as she go. Sharon is not a strategist. She's a cook. She was a cook back in the 1990s.
Okay.
And she still used that same picture that she did from that one interview. It's some weird people. You got
Heroine or heroin? Y'all decide. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave your comment down in the leave your comment under this video. Leave your comment. Do you think that she's a heroine or do you think that she's on heroin? I'll say that she's the queen of the wobbles. What work have you done? Well, nigga, work and her, they don't go together, okay? Work and her, they don't go together. This is Sharon Winbush, queen of the wobbles, okay? Queen of the wobbles. She's the queen of the wobbles, okay? She's the queen of the motherfucking wobbles, all right? So this is who you dealing with when you talk about Sharon Wincap. She wants you to engage in time wasting arguments. You ain't got time to waste like that. She's the queen of the motherfucking wobbles. Rasputia Winbush. This is Rasputia Winbush. Typically, we would go to the bridge to end the show. But it ain't nothing church about this bitch. We can't even play no God music after her. Because God ain't in this bitch. God said, don't defile your temple, and she on that Herion. She using that shit, y'all. She out here scamming God's children. So we ain't finna go to the bridge tonight. We finna go to the Respucia. And we gonna be about this motherfucker, man. Thanks for tuning in, watching my show, listening to my content. We gonna play a song dedicated to Sharon Winbush, aka the queen of the queen of the wobbles. But before we go here, let me say one more thing. Now, I expect this video to get copyright strike or privacy flag. So y'all make sure y'all go and download this and save it somewhere. Save it somewhere and safekeeping. All right. Make sure y'all go and do that shit. And I ain't gonna fight this shit. When they come and hit me with a privacy strike, I'm gonna be like, yep, I did that shit. So if y'all don't see me for 2 weeks, a month, some time, whatever. All right. If y'all don't see me for a minute, so be it. But I ain't pulling shit down. I'm not pulling shit down. I'm gonna put this right up there where you can see. This is who you paid for. Heroine or on heroin. That's what I want y'all to decide for yourself. To the Respucia we go. Let me go ahead and get my theme music together.
Oh! 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 All the shorties in the club, let me see you just back it up, drop it down, let me see you just get low, scrub the ground, let me see you just push it up, let me see you just wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Get it now, yeah, yeah, get it now, yeah, yeah, get it now, yeah, yeah, get it now. Yeah, yeah. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up.
I got them shaking they booties like congos, man. I'm shaking the city like quakes. The haters blue in the face like Gonzo, cause I'm breaking the cake, so let's bake. I'm taking the game's mine. Yeah, I witness the change, it's my time. Yeah, I'm new to the game, but y'all might wanna say you whack raps, they like save the time. I can dance, homie, I don't two-step. Y'all looking at something like a true player. A girl told me that a man that can dance might could possibly get down with the tool in his pants. Now I'm a ladies, let me see it vibrate. And when it's over, you ain't gonna need your bird. Cause I'm a pro, make you bend your back low, then the pound it real bad, just like the percolate.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Get it now, yeah, yeah, get it now, yeah, yeah, get it now, yeah, yeah, get it now. Yeah, yeah. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag.
Stop wobbling, bitch. Stop wobbling. Peace.